You ready to go live with your shit, bro?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
That's what we're starting with.
Will Noah ever be in love again? That's what this is all about.
I don't know.
On today's podcast.
Is that the fan? We're gonna pick
Let's
a fan.
talk about love life today. Let's get the show started with love lives.
Okay.
So Noah, you say no go with the
With love?
ho-hos?
You're jumping in. Oh, well, that's an obvious.
Well,
you can't.
You're not going to fall in love with a ho-ho.
No, you can't. You can't even.
That's not true. There's a whole song about this.
I fell in love with the
stripper.
stripper. She ride and she roll.
Yeah, exactly.
And it didn't end well.
It didn't end well.
No.
That song. I always thought that was a happy ending.
It depends.
No, I think that's what happened before that song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He received the happy ending.
Exactly.
See, I've got a whole
You
different.
stepped right
I've got
into
a
that
whole
one.
different view on things right now.
Definitely have to be careful with the hoes. You don't want to open up your heart too much to a
is our-
hoe.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
It's not like that on the
yeah,
thing.
I was like-
I already looked at it. It's just a glitch in the system. So
I was
you're
looking
good.
at her. I think
I
it's
like
see,
I like
I was-
Hey y'all.
That's like I feel like the guy from Home Improvement.
Wilson or whatever.
Wilson
Yes.
looking over the fence.
Yeah, you just see
Yep,
the hat,
just
the
see
top
what
of
I
the
think.
hat.
So anyways, welcome to Checking In Podcasts, everybody.
I thought we were going to talk about hoes.
We
You
are.
guys were
We're
talking about. Well,
we're
I'm not
talking
going to say
about-
that.
we're
What you guys
talking
were
about-
talking about.
The possibility of Noah ever finding love.
Yeah.
You're
Exactly.
gonna find. You're gonna find love.
Yeah, dude. You're
Well, this is the
21,
thing.
bro.
I don't know if I want love.
No.
Because love is so painful. It sucks.
It is.
I don't enjoy it. I enjoy it because I'm an addict, right? And love is a drug. Have you ever heard that song? Bon Jovi, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And-
you have.
Yeah.
Love is a drug and I'm an addict to drugs. So like that's why I fall into love, but I don't want it because it hurts. It hurts a lot.
Yeah.
And unless you're lucky like you, and I know one
So
other
lucky.
I know one other group of people that shit kind of worked out mediocrely. Other than that, you're just smoking ciggies, drinking alcohol because it fucking sucks.
Well, every part of no.
Sounds really good.
Well, no,
I think
the
you might
truth
just be with
is
a bad
all
pair
parts
or
of love. There's good times and there's bad times.
That's true.
Yeah.
In love, and whether you are in love with an individual that is your partner or you're loving your children, there's good and bad in that too. Like you
Yeah,
know what I
trust
mean?
me.
Anytime you
rough.
care about a
It's rough.
person or anything like that, there's great things and there's not so great things because
Yeah.
that's just part of it.
I was also thinking about this. Why did you guys ever even have me? Like,
Yeah.
why would you ever want a child? It's so bad. You ruin your life.
Oh,
No,
you
I
don't
think that's
so?
not true. I think
I don't know.
Actually,
I think I
that
just
was-
need to meet some better women then.
I think you're
because-
right.
Yeah.
Because
I think that's what
mean,
it is.
This is just it's blasphemy.
I think you say that. I think you're saying that right now from where you're at.
Yeah.
You do like kids. I've seen you, and you would
should I
enjoy
say?
being a dad.
Yeah, but that damn woman better be good, and she better act right.
Well, you did.
you always give her.
right.
You always give her the backhand. No,
Yeah.
See?
give her the backhand like I do with your
And
mama.
I think that's why
Right.
I don't want to get married because we can't do that stuff anymore.
Oh, shut up.
Like there was a time when it was okay to do that.
You've heard of the
Yeah.
50s, right?
Yeah, in the 50s they used to smack them around.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah,
Wow.
dude.
Jeez.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
And then once
my
we,
dad did
I
it.
was
And
just
you-
gonna
and-
say
and
it
then
was
the
your,
woman
Yeah,
it
my
was
dad-
your
yelled at.
childhood,
Yeah,
right?
my dad he gave a good whooping on my mama quite often.
see, that's what I'm saying. And didn't it work out great?
Nah,
No,
not so
not
much
at
for the kids.
It didn't work out great for any of them, really.
Yeah, literally, the whole thing fell
Yeah,
apart.
yeah. To me,
No.
it didn't work out so good. Hearing my mama get beat up.
See, and that's okay. And this is perfect because sometimes you need to step over the line to step back. All right, because I'm thinking, oh yeah, I miss beating women. and then when you
never beat a woman.
and then when you say it, you go, you know what? Maybe not so much. Let's back it up a
Yeah,
little
maybe
bit.
it's not such a good idea to
Yeah.
do that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
with all that off my chest, women, I'm looking for love.
So slide into his DMs.
Slide in my
No.
DMs.
I think, yeah, that wasn't. The ones that are going to apply after that are not.
Y'all better stay in line,
Right.
and I better be able to hit you and you don't tattle on me.
Don't you tattle.
You taking care of the little brat that we're going to produce?
Stupid kid ruined my life.
I know it
God.
feels like whatever, but like Jay said, you're young and you've got a lifetime ahead.
But
of
you know what's so
There's-
crazy is that at your age,
Yeah, what's up?
I had a 1-year-old
I know.
at your age.
I think about that all the time.
That's
I
crazy,
know.
man.
I don't know how you didn't, make the end come sooner.
If you will.
Yeah. It's very impossible for me to even think how I could function as a couple. And then you add a baby into the equation.
When it's right, it all just falls into place, man.
Yeah,
It's not
and
like that
everybody's
hard.
different too.
It's kind of like a puppy,
You
but just a
speaking like
little
you
bit
have
more.
one.
Yeah,
intense.
just you get more trouble if it
it's
dies.
a lot. It's
Yeah.
a lot more than a puppy.
It's like
Yeah.
a puppy, I think. Like,
It's like
when you
3
have a
puppies.
puppy.
It's
Yeah, it's like when you have to take Zeus out and you don't really want to take him out because you're like, fuck,
It's
I just
better-
want to watch this movie. But it's like you have a kid.
It's actually easier than a puppy
yeah.
because you don't have to see it die. Most of the
That's-
time.
well, let's hope
Most
not.
of the
Yeah,
time.
let's hope
yeah,
not,
that's,
yeah.
You know,
that's your
like-
hope,
Like
right?
yeah, like with the puppy, you're gonna
Yeah.
see it die. But with the child,
I know.
things go
You're
right.
supposed to outlive them. Yes.
Yeah, with the child. you know.
Okay. Well, this has been a nice start to the podcast. Welcome
Well,
to
there
the
you
To
go.
the
That's
Macabre
right.
Podcast.
We're talking
let's start
life
over. Hey
choices.
guys, welcome to
Welcome to checking in.
welcome to checking in. How are you guys doing today?
Obviously great. I'm
Obviously great. We do have a
fine.
weird energy tonight for some reason, like a kind of a weird like off energy. Hopefully
Yeah.
that'll change a little
feeling
bit.
a little combative. I think it started this morning.
What happened?
I hit every single red light coming to work.
You know, I
Oh, it'll
noticed
happen,
that
dude.
too. You know, like we used to, like Mound used to be like smooth, and now I'm hitting like lights like
Every
crazy
single
because
light.
because I get to work just in time, like usually like 5 minutes before the podcast, or I
Yeah.
mean the vlog
Whoa.
launches. So I have to hit
Yeah,
the
he
launch
gets to
button.
work 5 minutes before the podcast.
Yeah. Come on, y'all. We got to film. We got to block the film.
I was asleep until 5 today. No, I get back at 5 minutes before, and lately it's like I've been just getting here. Like I've been stressed out. As a matter of fact, the other day I text Steph and I was like, "There's no way I'm going to get to can you launch the vlog?" And then she didn't respond. And
So he had to pull over on Mound,
I
right?
did. I pulled over into a parking lot and hotspotted my computer
Yeah, I've
to
done
launch
that.
the vlog.
You did
yeah.
that like
I did it.
recently.
Yeah,
I
just
did
like
it.
a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm
Noah
saying
did too,
because
yeah.
that those lights they're not timed like they used to for some reason.
I know. I was hitting every single one, and I almost fought a semi truck driver.
Oh,
it
my
was
gosh.
bad because
Well, those guys are
You're not
ugly
going
too.
to win that.
Listen,
one, so-
Real ugly.
Those
Pick
guys
your
have
battles.
big wrenches and shit,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't
Pick your
care.
battles.
I even thought I was like, he could have a gun. I'm still charging.
There's a high probability he does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mostly.
yeah,
I
mostly,
believe
yeah.
most truckers probably do.
Yeah.
It was one of those
and they
times-
usually like abduct people and rape them and stuff like that.
Smoke
That's what
meth
truck
and
drivers
stuff.
Just
do.
knock your ass out, throw you
Yeah.
in the back.
Yeah.
we had this fucking truck driver. Let's talk about a
Let's
truck
talk
driver.
about those fuckers.
I remember this guy. This guy's like, oh yeah, I'm a truck driver, semi-driver. I want to come up and visit the Reptarium. Blah blah blah. So he comes up, and then he's like all hitting on your mom.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, oh yeah, Lori's so hot.
When was
Yeah,
this?
Look at there.
Remember?
It's probably the one sending all that snakeskin.
Yeah, he like
clothes
sent
last
some
year.
messages and stuff like that. Like really, and I'm like, you prick.
You prick.
Damn
Wait, he was
truck-
sending you
You?
messages
Peckerheads.
about how hot
How
she
was
was?
he hitting on me? Because it didn't happen to me. Was it through
Yeah,
you?
no, I think
and I
it
didn't
did
get
happen.
the message?
No, I think maybe that could be that too, possibly. I didn't want you to go off with the truck driver. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
think you
I
have
was
to
hiding
worry.
them. Lord, no.
Yeah. Okay.
You're making shit up now.
No, it was true. It was true, and I just now think all truck drivers are perverts.
Wow.
No, that's just. I'm sorry.
I
truck
love
driver.
generalizations.
Yeah, that's
Just
great.
one thing, and they're all just
Yeah.
lumped right in.
Every truck driver that watches us
Garbage.
is going to hate it. Hate it.
And you know
Brian.
that's 200 people for sure.
Yeah, that's all our fan base.
Yeah. Wow, I'm sorry.
You wanna hit a
truck
couple
drivers.
super chats?
Yeah, let's hit
Let's
a couple super
fucking
chats.
rip it.
Let's get off this negativity, people.
Mike said, the jeweler guy says, buy GameStop. It's at $92. Buy it all. Hope y'all are well.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Actually, it was I don't even know if I obviously followed the drama of GameStop, but I don't know if you can actually buy puts on those right now. But if you could buy a put on, which is shorting that stock, you would make a fortune because it's a $3 stock. You know,
Yeah,
it's not worth
at $100
$90. Yeah, it
pretty
went
much,
up to $360 or whatever it was, but it wasn't. It was worth $3.
Yeah.
So somebody lost a lot of money on the last put margin
I got a
call,
question.
but now this time they would make a lot of money.
So, what determines that value? Because if people
Market
are
cap.
buying it because they think it's valuable and it rises the value. How does that not make it that market value?
Well, so no one thought, well, there's two things. Number one, no one thought it was worth that kind of money. They only bought them to try to screw Wall Street.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it was a complete, which was interesting that would happen.
But isn't that how Wall Street works?
Not really, because yes and no. There's also what they call valuations of companies, right? PE is what they'll call it. And although some valuations of some companies, like, in the early days of most tech stocks, their valuation is radically wild because there's no earnings.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like, let's say Chewy.com. Chewy.com got bought for $3 billion from PetSmart, but they had no earnings whatsoever. And they were valued at over $3 billion in stock, right?
You see
Because
the
people were, there was a valuation potential for the future as a market leader. We know GameStop is
not
going
gonna
the
be alone.
opposite way. GameStop's going out of business. So there is no future for GameStop. You know what I mean? It literally is only going
I guess
down.
you're right there. Then that makes sense because it doesn't really matter how many people buy the stocks if the company is not making money.
It's not future-proof.
That doesn't put
it's
money
not like,
into the company.
It's like buying
So-
Toys R Us stock. You know what I mean? It's they're gone. They're never coming back. So
Okay.
So
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking though, if that's the
So
way
no,
it
let's
did
say-
work, then
Right,
why
well-
would it be?
Well, it
But-
works that way a little bit. Like, let's say GameStop came out with like, oh my God, we just invented a something you could plug into your arm, and now you are in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You are literally
yeah.
inside the game. Then at that point, you'd see the price go way up. But it's a
Right,
dying.
right.
It's like Blockbuster, right?
Yeah. It's a brick and mortar stores are going out of business.
Can you
Did you
pull-
see the tweet? Is that what you're going to talk
Can you pull
about?
up Blockbuster tweet about the stock market? Yeah, I hope
It
this
was
comes
like,
up.
come on, Reddit. Yeah.
No, I hope this pulls up.
I saw that. It was funny as shit.
Oh gosh, just go maybe even go to images and see if there's an image of like a tweet.
Please stop sending us the phone.
No, it's darn it, that sucks.
I'll keep
If you
digging,
just
but-
did
Yeah, I was
Blockbuster
gonna-
tweet.
Yeah, Blockbuster tweet maybe.
Let's see what this is.
I don't know what it is, but it just said
Damn, this is a fucked up one.
Yeah, I know it. It just was like Blockbuster just said like, "Hey Reddit, do your thing."
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Hey,
cool.
Reddit,
That's
do your
good.
thing. And it came from Blockbuster. How
is funny.
classic is that? Because we all know that's another one that's going down and going out. But
Are they
They're not
still
even
around?
There's I think a
they're
couple,
still
right?
around. They're
Really?
still around. Yeah, but they
Not
the
around
one
here.
the one I saw one I can't remember. It was like 6 or 8 months ago.
I think
saw
it was
one
when we were
around
on
here.
our trip, wasn't
Oh,
it?
maybe it was on a trip, but it was
Yeah,
selling like
not here.
CBD oil. Like, it was like Blockbuster
yeah.
CBD oil.
You know you're on the decline.
Yeah.
Kratom.
You
Okay,
got
we're
the
going-
right.
We're going into that.
Freedom.
Yeah, it's just like Joe Rogan supplements here. It's just like anything Joe's taking, we get.
We get.
Holy shit.
All right.
All right, next
And a
up,
video.
we have Let Roses Burn. She says, if it doesn't hurt you, you know it's not real love, Noah.
That's true. The pain.
Doesn't
What's the saying,
hurt you,
right?
it's not
better,
real love.
What's the saying?
Wow.
It's better to love and
And
have
lost.
lost than not to love at all.
Yeah, that's a
right.
stupid
I think that one
saying. I don't
sucks.
like that saying. Yeah.
You don't like that
Yeah,
saying?
that one fucking sucks ass.
Wow.
Because I think that love.
Yeah, that's right. Because I think in that movie when they said that, they said, try it. Remember? That was in Men in Black.
No.
And Men in Black. So
don't
Will
know
Smith
what you're
Will Smith
saying.
tells Tommy Lee Jones,
Yeah.
it's better to love and lost than not to love at all. And Tommy Lee Jones looks back at Will Smith and says, try it, and walks away.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah,
but-
well,
See.
most of my knowledge comes
from movies.
Yeah, that's a fair
If
point.
there's one thing we know,
If there's one thing I know,
Is that Will Smith said this once.
besides hotel parking lot, I know movies.
That's a fair point.
I don't think that woman's right, though.
Which part?
About saying.
pain?
Yeah.
You look. She's a nice woman. Rose
I'm just
Byrne's
saying-
always right. She's
just
always
saying,
right.
We're going to let the test of time tell if it's true or not.
It is true because the right woman's going to walk into your life, and you're going to be
It's just,
like, "Oh
you
my
can't
gosh."
say that.
You
I
can't
want
say
to no, because I bet that
the right person.
what
Yeah,
are,
that's true.
okay, what
Yeah,
about
that's true.
this?
Yeah, that's true.
What are the odds of having a full relationship? You have your couple and you guys live your full life together. I mean, it's probably under 5%.
No, I think
No, it's
that-
about
I think
50%
it's
probably.
about 50%.
About 50%?
So it's a flip of a coin.
And then
Divorce
chop
rate
that
is,
in 75%.
Why?
Because that's the real stat.
I think that there's actually statistics about divorce. Yeah. that are real.
stat.
I don't know.
Real.
I'm just saying I don't see many people married and happy.
That might be true.
Yes,
that
but
might be true.
this is the thing, okay?
That might be true.
Mormons
This is
got
nobody.
it.
No,
No, well,
listen,
they got
This is the
multiple. They
thing
got
people
lots of
don't
options.
understand,
Exactly.
and you should learn this now too with relationships in
I'm
general.
trying.
Is that being with someone is not always super happy and
Or
always
easy.
a good time. In order for
Don't
you
want
to
it then.
have a good relationship,
Don't
you
want
have
it
to
then.
have two people that work together and work at it.
Yes.
I agree.
And they both
Yeah.
have to be committed because there's going to be times when
Where it's
you're going to
easier to
want to
walk
kill
away.
them. There's going to be times when they're going to want to kill you. And
Right,
you have
right.
to be able to work back and forth
what I'm
and
saying.
stick with each other. And
Mm.
that's the key, honestly, for longevity in a relationship is
So right.
finding somebody who is going to stick with you through the bad shit and the good shit. And you'll
Yeah.
have both. And hopefully you have more good than bad. But
Well, let's hope so.
you know, like you say us, like obviously you've been around for a good portion of our marriage, and you know because you see there's good times and there's bad times.
That's what I'm saying.
And right, and that's if you got to find somebody who is willing to.
Fight through that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important, dude. It's even with Maria and myself. Like I've only been with her 7 years, but there's times where you're like your dad said, it's
Yeah,
way
it's-
easier to walk away.
It's hard to be with that stupid bitch, man.
For fucking 7 years.
What?
I was talking about Maria.
Yeah.
I'm telling her you said that.
No, it's just that J-Lo saying that about.
Bitch.
Yeah, it sounds real bad
Jay
now.
said-
I've never even said
Guess
that before.
who's staying at Jay's house tonight?
No, I was talking. Roll that shit back. Roll that shit back. I was talking about Jay.
Don't
because
dig it deeper
Hey,
I've never said anything like that before, Brian.
in my life.
I've never said that.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, see? And this is the kind of shit we were talking about.
but what about this? Okay, so you guys are like, oh my god,
Jason.
times get so hard, and you guys have to be there for each other. But what if you're single? Times are always great. You
But that's
never
not true.
have to
That's not
rely.
true.
That's not true at all.
My life would be
bullshit.
terrible alone.
Really, no.
You're single right
You're
now.
telling me that your life is always great right now?
Listen, all I know.
He's like, oh, what's not about me?
You never know. It starts to fluttering by.
Yeah, he's like, all right.
That's my brain. That's
You
my
got
brain
me.
computing. This is why you know why famous people wear fucking sunglasses
Yeah.
all the time. It's because their eyes do that too. I'm gonna
Really?
start wearing fucking sunglasses, and then you guys won't talk about how I'm having seizures. Mid fucking
Well, I'm trying to
podcast.
think.
I'm just trying to think over here.
Okay.
Anyways,
Let's keep moving on. Thanks,
Stupid
Roses.
bitch.
Roses first.
dumb bitch.
Elijah says, how's Cupcake? I haven't seen her in the vlog.
She's dead. No.
That's a good one, bro.
Not a good
She'll be-
stickers made.
She'll be in the vlog in 2 days.
Just got
She's fucking
stickers.
Oh, we got these stickers made now.
No, yeah, we
What?
literally got stickers, and she will be in the vlog in a couple days. She fed for us, so no, she's doing great. She really is. It's just the reason I joked about that is that we joke around about some people immediately, and I'm not saying the person that commented on this says this, but on the vlog, if something isn't in the vlog for a week or something, be like, "What happened to so and so? I know
They're gone.
It's gone. I know it." It's like
I know you're switching out for data.
Yeah, that
I
thing
know.
that whole thing about me like having like every 6 months I switch Sunrise out for a new snake.
That's my-
Sunrise
that's my
dies.
favorite thing.
It's the
Or
best.
Daisy has had mouth rot for 18 years
I know.
already.
And still kicking and giant.
Still eating, still doing everything. But she's had mouth. I've had people like being like, "But what are you going to do about her mouth rot?" Like, oh, Jesus. A snake doesn't live for 12 years with mouth rot.
Yeah,
you know?
rots.
Yeah.
You know?
The sun one is so funny because it's just like,
Yeah.
I've seen the pattern change. You
can't
got
tell
a
me.
new snake.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah, it's like what? Yeah, like albino, like
Busted.
10-foot albino berms
we've got
are
10 cages in the basement. And
Full
we're
of-
just
yeah,
ready because we
sunrises,
just
yeah.
swap
Get
them
that
out.
new one out.
Come on.
Damn
We're
it, this one
Sunrise
died. Put the next one
BC4.
up.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously had Sunshine died, and we now have Sunrise.
That's it.
And we got Sunrise as a baby, and we still have her from day one. We've never changed. She's been the same snake, but yet there's that rumor going around
That's
that I
best.
switch her out every 6 months because she dies or something.
So fun.
I don't understand it, but so I'm sorry to attack the person that asked for a cupcake because I didn't mean that, but it is funny how that's what we deal with sometimes. So my point was is that if you don't see something in the vlog, there's just not a story to be told, you know.
Yeah, but you could always ask us to show it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, ask us. And she fed, and she's also she was in today because we did the tour, right? Or no, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow?
That's
no,
tomorrow.
that was today.
Wait, I don't know.
Yeah, today was the
Oh,
arcade
yeah,
tour.
you're
I got a
right. You're right.
question.
Yeah, so
Where's
she's in
today's vlog,
Do
man?
people
She's in
say
today's
that
vlog.
about me when I'm not in the vlog? Where's
Where's
Lori?
Lori?
What
All-
happened? Did she
all
leave
the
you?
time.
Are you divorced?
Yeah,
Actually,
sure.
yeah.
Actually, that does happen from time to time. Why do you think Laura's not in the vlog?
That's why every couple
She
days we're
hates
like, come on,
Brian.
let's unbox
She
this
hates
shit, please.
She hates Brian too.
Just like Sunrise, leave it.
Brian's terrible. Laura even left him.
It's a marriage. It depends on the day.
Yeah, that's
right.
It does. Yeah.
Jack says, hey, Brian, do you like Chinese crocodile lizards? I breed them myself and would donate some to the Reptarium,
Wow.
but I'm in the UK.
Oh shoot, that
Oh,
sucks.
man, you had to leave that at
That's-
the end?
Yeah, that's
Right.
too. Yeah, no, they're
Jeez.
amazing.
You got excited for a second.
Shinosaurus, right?
Shinosaurus.
They're amazing. They're really, really cool.
Sounds made up. Shinosaurus.
No, that's super cool. I wish you were here. I would love to have some. It's really cool lizards, to be totally honest with you. Why don't you punch those up real quick?
Yep.
They're really like super prehistoric looking, you know. Really beautiful lizards.
Do you know, like, we're speaking of scientific names. You know what the scientific name of the frilled dragons are?
Oh
You
my
do,
God, I
you do.
Of course I do.
Chlamydosaurus.
Chlamydosaurus.
Who would name that Chlamydosaurus?
I don't know that that's the way it's
It
pronounced,
is.
though.
Maybe.
No, it's Chlamydosaurus because it means hood.
So there's
Chlamyd means hood.
There's
Chlamyd?
There's the Shinosaurus.
So what does chlamydia do? It hoods you up?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the shape of the virus or
hood you
disease
up.
is
I want
like a
that
hood.
one. The smiling one.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a pretty one. But look at how it does look Godzilla-like.
So is
right?
it similar
It does.
to the actual like what is it? The Cayman Lizard? It looks like same colors. but
Yeah, they're similar. They'd be like the Chinese version of that because they're a very aquatic animal, much like the Cayman. But of course, these guys stay small. I mean, they don't get much bigger than Mango now. Maybe a little bit, but not much bigger than Mango.
It's funny because Mango almost looks like a Tegu version of this, and then this looks like almost like a bearded dragon Cayman Lizard. Like it's weird, very strange.
They're
This
very
look
very
bearded
cool
and
animals.
crazy.
So yeah, I'm sorry I can't get some of those for you because that would be awesome.
Oh, that is dope.
Let's bang some supers.
Yeah, the next one is
Let's spank 'em.
some supermodels. Simple Man said, any man
Topless Tuesday.
any man that hits a woman
Wednesday.
is too scared to hit another man.
Then come over here, bitch. I'll punch you right in your face.
Say that
Then I'll
again.
hit your woman.
Any man that hits a woman is too scared to hit another man.
Yeah, that's true.
They're just
No,
an
I-
asshole.
not true.
No, because they could
just
just be
an
shitty.
asshole,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there are guys that beat guys and girls up.
Yeah. Oh,
Absolutely.
I feel like majority.
I would think that most guys that hit women also would
hit-
like to hit men.
Yeah. I agree.
I think I might be wrong about that,
I
but I could
agree.
be wrong.
I'm sure
Regardless,
there's
I think
lots
we
of
can all
reasons.
agree that we don't want to hit women. It would be
Unless
a
it's in the
bad, you know.
UFC,
Unless they deserve it.
then or they deserve it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys don't beat
Well-
women up in the UFC though. Only
they
women beat
should.
up women. I don't even like women fighting. I get weird about that. I
like
feel
it.
ugh.
But
I
you
love
watch
it.
guys fight?
Yeah.
I like the women
I mean,
fighting.
I'm not like
That's
I like the
sexist.
UFC. So is it? Is it?
Yeah.
yeah,
He
it's,
goes, is it?
there's definitely something going on there, but because I love it. Like there's something about it.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of
Does it
weird, and
get
I'm
you,
not
like,
mad that you're like
bit.
that because some
It
guys
gets you a
like
little-
the foxy boxing and the mud wrestling.
Ooh,
Yeah,
foxy
exactly.
boxing.
But like,
But that's different though.
I love seeing like a
'cause that's
chick hit another chick with a big bow, just over the top bow in a
See,
chick.
I don't like it. I don't even like seeing guys hurt each other. Like I like the UFC fighting, but I don't
tickle.
like when they
UTC, bro.
yeah, like if they had like
Ultimate Tickling Championship.
yeah, like if they had like down pillows for
pillow
for,
fighting.
you know, that would be much better for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was really
No, I
good.
like this-
That's a great soundbite.
I know. I see. I like the strategy of like the chess match of like fighting and grappling and arm barring and all that type of stuff. But I'm not like I don't want to see someone get their face cut open. That doesn't appeal to me at
The
all.
only move that like makes me cringe in the UFC is when someone gets hit in the forehead with a flying knee and their
Oh, and
head
they just, like,
concaves
oh.
because like their skulls have concaved.
Do you remember the? We did watch that fight. The woman fight that she got like the hematoma and her whole head blew up like she looked like she came off Star Trek or something.
It looked like this,
that.
Dad. Am I not wrong? A Sour Patch Kid.
You
know, like how the Sour Patch Kids' heads are like boxy.
Jay, do me a favor, punch your shit up.
No,
go
I don't want to see that.
Woman
Hematoma.
UFC fighter head hematoma.
Yeah, there it is.
Right there.
I
Yeah.
don't see it.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Look at her head.
Bro, we were watching this live.
You are so right. It does look like
A Sour Patch.
Damn, you guys are fucked up.
Bro,
That's spot on.
dude, I'm just saying, man.
Damn.
We were watching that live, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger, and we're like, Jesus, man, someone pop that thing.
Oh, that's terrible.
Damn it.
Yeah, look at the Sour Patch.
That was her. That was totally her.
Fucking her.
That was.
It's spot on.
Oh man, I felt bad for her, man. She got her ass whooped. Man.
Yeah, man.
But that was a wicked fight, though. They fought
was.
hard, man.
It was that she was versing some Asian woman.
Yeah, you're
It
right.
was like Jing Zhao or something.
Yeah,
That's
she-
racist.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that was.
I didn't mean it. I was trying to think of something that was bad. Sorry.
I apologize to all our Chinese.
Yeah, I didn't
friends.
mean it like that. I was just trying to think of her name.
Right.
And that's what
That was
popped
close to God. Yep. Okay.
Brandon says, "What's up, Barcheck fam? Good to catch another live podcast. Noah,
What's up,
gotta
baby?
be careful. These women are crazy." And I'll catch you and Jay on Friday for choices.
I almost thought you said I'll catch you in jail. Yeah. I was just like,
catch you in jail, show you a woman.
Show you a bitch. They let me have the podcast today in here.
oh man, thanks for the support, man.
Wouldn't
See
that
you
be
on Friday.
cool if like all the jails let their inmates watch the podcast?
Just ours though.
Just ours. Just ours choices. And
I don't know. They might. I don't think that would be
thanks.
well.
No.
I don't think that would go well.
No.
Especially not my podcast. It would cause
think-
prisoners to whack off.
Oh Jesus.
They're already
Okay.
doing that.
Okay, so let Rose's bird came back.
Saltpeter.
Said,
She came back.
Cool trick. It really works. I've done it regularly. If you hit a red light next time, go the speed limit between the next two lights. You'll hit every light after that green. But if you go over or under, they'll all be red.
Okay, so this is true.
That does sound right.
Because you're right. You're definitely
You're like, yeah,
right
I'd be
about
speeding.
that.
And maybe that's why I've been doing like 20 over the speed limit
Yeah.
between like.
You're like, why am I hitting all these lights?
That's why I got so many tickets.
Yep.
Yeah, I
You're
know
right, 'cause
every trip.
I was trying to get here faster.
Yeah, thanks, Jay.
I don't do
Jay.
nothing.
You're with him. I'm taking care of two of them that just came out of nowhere from
Yeah, I
6
got-
months ago.
Yeah, I got the New York. Remember the New York one? That was a bullshit one.
That
though.
was bullshit.
I was like on my GPS, and the guy pulls me over for being on my phone.
Why were we in New York? Was that when we were going
We're going to, I think,
Nerd?
Kevin McCurley.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, when the hell were you in New York? How long has that
I
been?
know.
Damn, you didn't.
That
would
was
you
like
not pay
before
that?
the vid, wasn't
Of course
it?
he did it.
No, I
He
didn't
Pay that, bro.
Doesn't fucking pay his tickets. I don't know how he still drives.
I haven't,
Yeah,
I haven't paid the
so
Ohio
why-
one yet either.
No.
I had to find it on your desk. I was like, okay, it's probably on
Did
his
we get
desk
one when we went
somewhere.
to-
Sure enough,
did we
bottom
get
of
one
the
when we went to
pile,
Florida?
Old and yellow.
No, I didn't get one when we went to Florida because I didn't drive.
Because
hardly
I was,
at all.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
with
yeah. You
that's
did
why.
good.
Yeah,
You did good.
I wasn't feeling great.
I get one ticket and they're like, you get one more, your license is taken away. And then you get
20
all
Well,
Tony's.
these.
because you're
Tony
young.
20 tickets.
That happened to me too. When
Yeah,
I was
think
young,
you're
I
still
got
in
more
the
when I was
probation
younger.
state. When you get to my age, you're like, this guy can have as many
Right.
points as he wants.
Yeah, when
Are you for real?
Think
Is that how
about
it goes?
think
I
about the
don't
crazy
literally
old
is.
drivers
Making that
that shouldn't be driving. You know, he's pretty much there.
Yeah, I'm
They're
pretty
just
much
like,
there. Like, I'll literally make a left turn from the right lane.
And they're
all
like,
the
oh
time.
God, yes, he's old.
Okay, so this is really funny
I'll
to
just be
us.
like, whatever, man. I can do
This
whatever
is really
I want.
funny to us because that's what my pap used
Yeah.
to do.
He used to.
Yeah.
He literally
He
used
was-
to do that.
It
Oh,
was
I know.
scary. I drove with him the last couple times I drove with him. Like, I literally thought we were going to die. He'd be, Jay, he'd be cruising 40 miles an hour in a 2-lane, like there's 2 lanes, you get to, and a turn lane. And he'd be in the far right. So 2 lanes away from right and just like, not even slow down. Just, I don't even think he looked to see.
the mirror?
He would just turn left. Just like turn left. Like literally,
that's so
oncoming
scary.
traffic the whole shot.
So good.
That's
You know?
so scary.
It's
bro.
so good because it really just shows you how simple we are as humans.
Yeah.
Like we really like to overcomplicate things, and things are really simple.
And have rules and all that shit.
Yes,
It's not that
just
simple.
Whip
Like-
it. Just go.
In all
Remember
honesty.
that the next time the silver fox cuts you off.
Now, I will say this. China drives like that.
All the time.
All the time.
Oh.
Everybody drives
Okay.
like that.
I don't
Everyone
know.
in China
I don't know
like that.
how there's not more accidents there.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
They're more symbiotic.
But did you ever hear the story about the first morning we were in Shanghai?
No.
So we wake up and we actually run into Brian Potter is there, our friend that was on the podcast. He's there. We're for the same event, and so we run into him in the lobby, and he's like, "Oh, there's some great dumplings across the bridge over there. You can, it's like a skyway, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, great dumplings. We should go over there." Like, yeah. So we're walking across this skyway over this big highway that is like all over, and right in the middle of the highway there is a wheelchair overturned, a guy laying in the road, and two cops like ignoring him almost.
Yeah.
Like this poor guy's like just in the road, wheelchair
They're not
turned
by
over.
him. They're just kind of off to the side, not even like
And
helping
traffic
him.
is just zipping around this,
and
this
he's
wheelchair.
laying, not in the wheelchair anymore.
We're
The
assuming he
wheelchair.
got hit. We're assuming, but we don't know.
Yeah, they didn't have to
there was
leave
no
him.
blood, and he was moving around. He
And
was
this is-
obviously alive.
And this is China. There's no gawkers.
No,
Nobody gives
they
a
just
shit.
kept on going,
Like,
man.
nobody's
my problem.
looking around or whatever. You don't hear something like that happens. All
Oh, yeah.
traffic stopped. Everybody's like,
oh
no,
no,
to them,
everyone's
they
just
don't
like
care.
it was like a nuisance to them.
Yeah, like get the old guy out of here.
Fucking guy. Just like Elon Musk in his interview.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey, some people gotta die, but
Exactly.
but no, China's crazy. I mean, there's no doubt. I've told people that probably
Did
the
you hear
scary.
that?
I did hear that actually.
What
yeah,
was
right.
that?
It was
you,
me.
Jay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
what the fuck are you doing to me?
But I always say, out of all the travels in all over the world I've done, the scariest thing I've ever done was driving China
Well,
for
we didn't
sure.
physically drive, but
Yeah, we
just
didn't
being
drive, yeah,
in the
being-
car, like
with a Chinese
and
guy.
we were the one time, yes, because we were in the car with Potter going somewhere, and he literally looked at us. He's like, "I don't even know if we're gonna live through this," because
Yeah.
it was terrifying.
I mean, like
You
like
think New
see,
York is bad? No,
I was just gonna say New York's probably the closest I've
No.
ever been to that. So
Oh no, New
way
York is
worse.
like, oh my God, it's like tame. New York is like tame compared to, like, it was funny the one time.
the lanes are just mere suggestions.
Oh,
like
yeah,
they don't
there's,
even
like-
necessarily drive in the lanes. They'll drive in between
No,
the
you'll
lanes.
have like a three.
How it's supposed to be.
You'll have like 3 lanes on an expressway, and there'll be 5 cars in those 3 lanes. Like 5 cars in those 3 lanes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know, they're on the curb, they're driving all over the place. And then I remember the one time we were
supposed to be.
driving in Qingdao, it was like a 2-lane highway, which is just like 1 lane on one side, 1 lane on the other side.
Yeah.
And we're turning left, and like, what was his name, that the guy that hosted us? Do you remember? I keep thinking Leslie, but I think that was
No, that's Bug
the,
Guy.
yeah, the bug guy, Wesley. But so literally we stop, and there's a car coming but not too far away, and so he waits till the car's almost on us and then turns. And literally I thought we were getting T-boned. I was like, why would you wait 5 seconds till the
I've
car's
done
on?
that.
Yeah, have you? It's
That was actually the first time I was one of the first times I was driving. Actually, maybe the first time I ever pumped my own gas with you. Remember, I did that. I was driving.
I do remember
turned
that. Oh,
left,
my gosh,
and
I
the
do
white
remember.
van almost hit us. And you were like, "You don't do that again."
I remember. Yeah, that first time we drove together was like my dad.
Terrifying.
Like it was like same experience.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Any more supers?
yeah, so Bowden says, hello, Barcheks and Jay. I love
Hey.
the vlogs, and you inspire me to try hard every day.
thank you.
Tomorrow
You should.
is my 30th birthday. Can you
Wow.
all say some advice that you would give to your 30-year-old self? Keep up the amazing content.
Yeah, I think, well, happy early birthday for one thing. Thank you for all your
happy
support. I think that
Yeah, happy birthday.
30 is I think that my advice is, it's always
Keep
just
going.
it's just patience, but it's also just a number. Like a lot of people put like, oh, I'm leaving my 20s. Like, so, when you turn 30, you're the exact same person at 29.
20,
29,
99.
yeah, exactly.
I think
Yeah.
you're the same person you were when you're 25 pretty much forever.
Yeah, it's like it's
to be
not like
honest
it
with you.
changes
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
funny
you know?
how people are, right? Because, sorry,
No, you're good.
30 wasn't a big deal for me. 30 is like a big deal for a lot of people. 25, for some reason, was hard for me.
That's weird.
And then it didn't bother me again until I turned 40. And it wasn't terrible, but it was just kind of like like.
Yeah.
But 30 wasn't anything.
Nothing's
so-
ever phased me. I mean, maybe when I turn 60 or 70, it might phase me a little bit. But
You know what
right
I think
now I don't.
gonna
care.
phase me?
What's that?
Because I was talking to my grandpa the other day, and he was talking about this, and I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, that would trip me out as well. So he was saying how he doesn't like how some days he'll wake up, go into the bathroom, look in the mirror, and there's an old guy looking back at him.
Yeah.
He's just like, it's so weird, Noah. He's just like, because I don't feel like this old guy.
Yeah.
But the old guy's looking back at me, and I know it's me.
Yeah.
No, I think that is right. I mean, that is true. Like, I think in your mind you still see yourself as a 20-year-old or something.
I
like
think I
that.
agree.
I-
100%.
You know, and then you look and you go like, oh wow, that's not that case.
Yeah, whenever you reach that age to where you start looking older, and everybody's different. Some
Yeah.
people age younger, some people age
Yeah.
older. But yeah, I would say honestly, with your grandpa, my dad, the last like 5 to 7 years, he's aged a lot. Like to where I look at him and go, oh my goodness, my dad looks old. Like prior to that, it was more gradual where it wasn't as much. So I think everybody has that, but he is in his now late
70s?
late 70s
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
So like
Yeah.
that's usually
Presidential
when
age.
stuff. Yeah, starts
presidential
happening.
age.
I think so. You're turning 30. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think just keep adding habits. Just like add a habit.
Add a habit, an
Yeah,
addiction.
you're 30. Add a habit.
And a habit,
Yes.
like
Good or
make
bad?
it a good habit.
Yeah, make it a good habit. Like, don't be like, I'm gonna start drinking scotch at breakfast.
Whatever. If that's what works.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I'm just trying to get something
Add
rolling
some
for
more,
him.
add some more carbs to your diet.
Yeah, that's a good motto for 30.
No, it's good. Yeah, that's the
Probably
one thing I
not.
will say. At some point, your metabolism
Yeah.
does change a bit.
30 is
You
when I
know?
noticed mine started changing. So FYI.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, what does this guy even do?
That's the thing.
I
it's
don't
hard to
know.
give
It's-
advice.
yeah, exactly.
When you
That's what I'm
don't
trying
even
to
know
think.
where you're at or where you're.
Yeah, you could be a
'Cause
30.
you could be
Like,
anything,
yeah,
yeah.
well, I'm only worth $200 million. So
Exactly.
what should I do now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
You
could
know,
be
or you could
married
be
with
like,
a dozen
I live
kids.
in
He
a-
could be single. He could
Yeah,
be
he
like,
could be like, I got 4 baby mamas. I got,
Be
I'm on
grateful.
welfare and
Be grateful.
And
That could
I'm,
work with all
you know,
those.
sure,
you know?
be grateful for whatever it is you have.
Yeah.
yeah, amen.
Amen.
And happy
And
birthday.
don't
And
hit
happy
a
damn
woman.
And you're
birthday.
still young.
Don't be hitting a woman's.
Yeah.
And you're still young. Don't
Oh
forget
yeah,
that.
oh yeah.
yeah.
That's 30 is
So
super
young.
young.
That's the
man.
new 15. Bro.
It really
You're
is.
still young.
It is. Yeah.
Wendy says, "Hi Brian, Jay, and the family. I'm thinking of buying a lizard for my 5-year-old son. What would you recommend for us beginners? What would Brian do?"
I think I like that.
Say the
double-
right answer.
Yeah.
I think there's really only 3 possible choices.
I think there's only one.
You think one? What is your one?
Bearded dragon.
Bearded dragon.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
about that. The only reason I would
Leopard
say
gecko.
Yeah,
so
leopard gecko's
leopard gecko, bearded dragon, crested gecko. Those are the only 3 real
Yeah.
significant options you have. The only reason I say I agree with you with bearded dragon as far as mellowness, everything. The 5-year-old part, I'm a little concerned because they have nails. You know what I mean? Like they, if your 5-year-old is tough and doesn't mind, and those nails aren't going to hurt him. It's not
No.
going to scratch him. It's not going to. There's not going to leave marks. It's not going to. But some 5-year-olds that come into the reptarium,
That's true.
you
Yeah,
hand-
they don't
prickly.
like the pokey.
yeah, as
right?
soon as they, you put that down, they drop it. They're like, But I agree as far as tameness and like it'll just sit on your shoulder or sit on your lap. Bearded dragon's the best way. The other leopard geckos and crested geckos are the other options, but they all have their pluses and minuses.
If
so-
you
but
want,
those are-
it says sun, right? It's a sun.
son, yes,
If you want a cool sun, bearded dragon.
bearded dragon. Name him Stevie Y.
There you go. Snakes on the Plane said, "Snow now monitors."
Oh, wow.
Oh man, I tell you, I hope, man, I dream of that every day. I really
So
do.
okay, let's just have fun with our
Yes, let's
lives.
go.
Theoretically, everything goes correct.
Yeah.
When is the soonest date that could be a possibility?
I think next fall / like November would be the first time chicken strip would go in with the basuku. So then we'd be talking about eggs relatively, maybe by, early 2022.
Okay.
And then
How
they
big
take
does
quite a
he
bit.
have to be though? I mean, I know
Well,
males
he's
don't
not
have to
far
be
off. He's
big
not
enough, but
yeah.
he's pretty tiny.
He's getting closer though. I've seen some of Kevin's water monitor males that were pretty darn small that bred big females.
Now, I don't know
So-
anything about that. So, do you have any knowledge as far as when you're introducing them? Are they aggressive to each other?
The male would be the aggressor, right? Not the female.
I don't know. That's what
Well,
I'm
no,
asking.
that's what I'm saying. So it's always better to have a slightly
Okay.
smaller male,
'Cause, yeah,
so
he's not
not
gonna
going to
do
kill
any
a
damage to
female.
her.
Although
Okay.
a lot of times males are bigger than females too, because a lot of females don't get as big as males.
And maybe that's what I need to do with my love life.
That makes sense.
Get a
Yeah.
Hit a bigger woman.
Bigger BBW.
More to love.
exactly.
Yeah.
More to love.
So that there's that size difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't beat her up anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's gonna beat your ass. How do
Yes.
you feel about that?
Maybe I want that.
I don't know if that just increased your pull or decreased.
Oh,
it.
increased for sure.
It increased.
Yeah,
It's 2021, baby. People are freaks out here.
Oh Lord, watch out for those DMs now.
Yeah.
Bring them.
Forward them all to Bruce. Just like with the feet pictures.
Yeah.
Y'all better be sending those still.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
what you're
still
doing.
sending feet
Daily
pictures.
feet
Yeah,
photos.
feet
Sorry, I
pictures.
messed up your thing. You were talking big woman, little lizard
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. Not
Monitors.
big woman. It's not.
Oh yeah, big. We're talking monitors. Sorry.
I'm not sure what you're talking.
Big woman
but
and
yeah.
some chicken strips or something.
So hopefully, chicken strip next year will have babies.
Sweet.
We'll see.
Yeah, by the end of beginning of 2020.
Yeah, so hopefully we'd be hatching in like the summer of.
And then we gotta wait for those to grow up to
Right, we
breed
have
back,
to
right?
breed those. Yeah, to breed.
Yeah, because
those
they would
back
be all
in.
double hets.
They'd be
right?
all double hets. Yeah.
Oh Lord,
So
that's
you're
a long
talking
project.
Yeah, you're talking like
a decade.
6 years,
We're
something.
talking
like
about it'd probably take 4 years, to raise up. So maybe 5-6 years from now we could to produce snows.
Now, what if we start juicing them up with like some testosterone, get them a little
that. Some
bigger?
antibiotics.
You could probably shave it to 3 years, not by juicing, but by just feeding them a little bit better.
Let's make it 3.
You didn't preface that without the juicing, so you're like, oh, you can probably make it 3, 4.
3, 4,
We can still get this project going.
yeah. Hormones to all our snakes.
Simple Man said, "What's your thoughts on?" This says Chito and Pocho,
Like, can we
man
read
that
it?
swam with crocodiles.
Oh, okay, yeah. The crocodile it died, unfortunately.
Chitopoco.
And it was an interesting situation. So apparently, the guy, if I have the story correct, rescued this crocodile that had somehow been injured, whether it was shot or something happened. I can't remember exactly what happened. And then somehow this crocodile, like literally, bonded with this guy, and he would go swimming with it, and it was a beautiful story. But I believe that animal died last year. The actual crocodile
poor
died
thing.
last year. Why, I don't know. I don't know if it was from the injuries or what happened, but it was like turned into a pretty big roadside attraction. This guy like saves this crocodile, starts to swim with it like it's his pet. Next thing you know, he's making all kinds of money because people are going to his place, paying X amount of dollars to watch him swim with this crocodile, and so it was a pretty interesting story, and
that's crazy.
pretty awesome.
That's crazy.
Boss Ham says, my female ball python is 1.3 to 1.4 years old. It's 37 inches long and 1,060 grams. I want her to be huge. Can you tell if she would be or not? Love you guys.
Well, I mean,
For an under a year ball python or under 2 year ball python?
It's a decent sized snake. Whether or not it's going to become a 6,000 gram ball python is impossible to tell.
Unless you know the genetics or what.
Right,
kind
yeah,
it comes from.
if it was like a sub-Saharan or something like that, they get much larger. But the other thing you don't want to do is you don't want to, you got to be careful with snakes because growth is directly related to feed, amount of food.
And you don't
want to
overfeed
overfeed them. I was just talking to people about this at the Reptarium this last weekend, is that we want all our animals to be well-fed but not overfed.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want Elvis.
get fatty
you don't
liver
want, yeah,
and all
yeah,
this
exactly. You
other
don't want
stuff,
Elvis's belly to dry. You don't want you don't want a snake that is obese to the point where it's
Doesn't
just
have structure
unhealthy.
to it, yeah.
and it's gonna shorten its life tremendously. So you can't really change the genetics of what's going on. But 1,000 grams at a year and 3 months or so is that's a I wouldn't say it's a huge animal, but it's certainly not a small animal. It's on good pace to be a good sized snake, but how big it gets, depends on genetics.
Let Roses Burn came back and said, wow, glad I could bring the family closer together. That was a good
Thank
one.
you.
Yes,
You
thank
always do.
You always do. We appreciate you all the time.
Misty says, I married my high school sweetheart almost 29 years ago. We have 4 kids. Brian and Lori, you are right. There are good times and bad. Marriage is love and also work. Hope your week goes well.
Well, thank you,
Yeah,
Misty
well,
Dawn.
congratulations. We're about the same spot, really. Not quite high school sweethearts, because met when Lori graduated from high school, but we did go to the same high school. But
Close. I mean, literally
pretty
close
close,
enough. Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
give you high school sweethearts
I
on
met
that one.
I met Lori on her 18th birthday
At a
so-
party.
At
right?
a party.
So that's high school. That's high school as shit.
At
Yeah.
a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Good for you, Missy Dawn. Thanks for rubbing it in.
Yeah.
It's great. Good.
Yeah. Wow.
I
Good.
don't think that's what she meant to do.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look at you all fancy with that 29-year-old marriage.
School sweetheart.
That is, I think
Four
that is
kids,
I
please.
think it is a rarity though to at that age, for someone to be a teenager. Because I mean, there's no doubt that Lori nor me are the same person that we were when we met. So that's, I think, the most interesting thing is you have to have someone that you're willing and able to change with through
Yeah.
life, because you're
Definitely.
such a different person. At 18, you're still a child, really.
Yeah, that's hard.
And then, as you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, well, I'm in my 50s, not Lori, but, you're obviously a very different person. And not everyone, people can grow apart and just have different ideas. And what people maybe at 18 wanted together aren't always the same thing when they're 30 or 40. So that's probably the hard thing, So patience, Noah, patience.
Yeah, and people have different theories too, and I think it really just depends on the people as far as just like that. Some people think it's better to meet somebody a little bit later in life because you guys are already past the younger part, so you're at that.
Got
Okay,
your
I'm
careers,
ready.
got all your stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm ready for that next step versus whatever. But again, I think honestly, it just depends on people.
Just let it
you know?
happen.
Yep.
Don't force it. Elijah says he was the one that said about Cupcake before. He said he only saw Al and the Blood Pythons in the vlog, and that's because we didn't do Cupcake right in the beginning. So we go around and did Cupcake after.
Yeah, I can't even remember what it was. It was so it seems like a year ago we filmed it.
It's crazy. It's been busy, bro.
It has been very busy in life lately.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. I mean, listen, I'm so grateful for the fact that we're so busy in this world that we're in right now, where a lot of people are just barely surviving. But it
Still
is
busy.
It is crazy. I mean, it's a crazy life. I mean, the fact that we're sold out. I mean, we're almost sold out next weekend already.
Oh, we are.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like we're sold out this coming weekend.
Because
and
I
then
think
the next
that
weekend.
one next weekend is Valentine's weekend, and that one was actually
Ooh,
sold
speaking
out
about Valentine's
before
weekend.
this weekend. Apparently, everybody wants to bring their sweetheart to the
Ooh,
Reptarium
well, who wouldn't?
Valentine's
Who wouldn't?
weekend.
Jay, would you happen to have on your computer those pictures?
Yes,
of
I do actually.
Actually, speaking of Valentine, did you see these?
I don't
Noah?
even know what you're talking about. I'm like,
So
I don't
this
know
is-
that I want to see the pictures
so
on
this
Jay's
is-
computer. Oh,
So this is we're offering
those ones.
these as of tomorrow. These will be available
so are you sending all of them to me?
to you.
Duh.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. That just sounded like he was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you would want one of these. If I gave you one of these, how would you react to that?
Like, thanks.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Just another
maybe if I
thing.
had
It's the thought that counts.
I will.
And that's the
get you
problem, right? I don't have time for more thoughts. Okay?
So, anyways, people can buy it. I'm trying to make
Calm
a picture.
down.
I'm trying to plug.
trying to
plug this shit. Stupid
So
bitch.
obviously, we have Drogo, we have Ivy, we have Salt, and we will have
Bella, too.
Bella as well. The 4 things that people can buy for $5, $4.99, and you can personalize them and send them to whoever you want.
I'm going to be sad if you don't send me one.
Best
now.
part?
Now I got no choice.
Exactly.
Best part too, they have it.
hold
You
you.
can get it where it's just the outline, so you can color it in with your sweetheart
Yeah,
yourself.
so yeah, if you
I love
decide
that.
you don't want the colored version, you can color it yourself. Speaking of coloring,
Oh, you love this.
Did we get them?
it's on its way. They're on their way.
Oh my God.
Ooh, I know what you're talking about. You guys don't though.
Can I
Mister.
tell or no? Can I not tell?
No,
can
it
I say
doesn't.
it?
Why are you looking at me?
No one
I think
doesn't
you
know
can, right?
either.
There's nothing about
Do you
that,
know?
right?
I don't think so.
No.
So we had some some people that we're working with on some other things that
There
we
you
won't
go.
talk about
There
right
you
now. Created a coloring book for us. Now, all I've seen is the cover of the coloring book, and this is the theme of the coloring book is what the animals at the Reptarium do at night.
So cute.
And so the cover is awesome. I mean, it's got like Perdita singing, Salt and Pepper at their piano, got all the animals. I mean, it's
So it's kind of like night at the museum,
Yeah.
but it's night at the Reptarium.
yeah.
I like
and
that.
So I don't know how many
You'll love
pages
it,
this
Lori,
coloring
sick.
book is, but the cover is ridiculously awesome. And she asked me if I wanted to see the rest of the coloring book, and I said no. She said because they printed off.
Sure.
I think 100 copies of the coloring book, and she said she mailed them already. So,
I'm so excited.
So I was like, I want to just be surprised what these things look like.
Yeah.
So
No,
we'll
that'll
have
be cool.
coloring books available at the Reptarium originally, and then we'll probably do them online as well, which is going to be pretty cool. So I'm really excited about it. And then, like I said, we have some other projects we're working on with these very talented designers.
Yeah. The Mike came back and said, "Tell Fallon Fox men don't beat up women in the UFC." And I don't know who Fallon Fox is.
Are you Fallon Fox?
That must
He
have been
is
whoever.
probably a UFC
I know there was a
fighter that beat up
trans-
his wife.
I think there
Is
was
that what
also
it
a
is?
trans.
Oh, is there a trans
fighter or something? I don't know if that's what he's talking about. I have no idea.
Oh, no.
I don't know who Fallon Fox is.
Mike is always so next level with his
I'm gonna go with the
analogies.
latter.
So Fallon
Yeah.
Fox must be
Fallon Fox is
gender,
yeah, yeah,
transgender.
yeah,
transgender
yeah.
Oh,
athlete,
okay.
So, yeah.
Wait
That
a minute.
seems a little unfair.
Does she
though,
fight?
right?
Does she fight other women or other
Yeah.
men?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
fights
that's
women.
what he's saying.
Whoa.
We
You know
won't-
what? You know what? Let's not get into it.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a touchy.
That seems
Yeah,
touchy,
what
Mike.
the fuck are you trying to do, Mike? You trying to fuck us up?
Yeah, he
That's
is.
a
He's
time
baiting
bomb.
us
That's
hard.
that's a time bomb
Thanks.
right
Yeah,
there.
that was a mess.
Thanks
I
for
hope
that.
them and they have a very
Great
prosperous life.
Career.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think
They and them.
she
They
should.
and them, whatever it is. I'm sorry.
I think she should continue to beat women up.
you are really on a roll. Jesus.
Apparently, I'm not the only one who had a bad day.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, those red lights piss me off.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's no way.
Listen,
Skittles.
I trained
Skittle
for
bunny.
you in a day.
Said that head in the box challenge was fire, boy.
You already know. Thank you. You better have subscribed.
Yeah, for those of you guys that haven't seen, Noah put out a banger yesterday. Did good today too, but yesterday was
Yeah.
the head in the box with Jay,
In the
you and
box.
Jay, and
That was
and,
funny.
and Noah
Thank you.
literally, you're
Let me see your
sporting the
face.
scars right now.
Yeah,
he got
still see it. Still see it. Yeah.
bit by an alligator in the face,
Man.
So good.
and it hung
hurt.
on and shook too. It hung
If you
on
guys
and shook.
didn't watch it, go
Yeah.
watch it because it's a
Oh,
banger.
man.
And now I got scars on my face.
Gator.
I can
Gator
always say,
scars.
Yeah, gator bit
It's
my
almost
face.
as good as my tiger bite. Almost.
Oh,
It's probably a little better.
No, I
it's
mean,
your
listen,
face.
tiger bite.
Yeah.
Come on.
A baby snake
gator.
compared to a tiger
Baby snake.
To the
Gator.
face,
or
though.
gator,
It was a
whatever.
gator.
Yeah, gator, whatever it
to
is.
the face.
You almost got bit by the snake in the face too, multiple times.
Yeah, that was your fault, by
That
the way.
was my fault.
He was
You were
trying.
antagonizing
I was
it.
maybe trying to antagonize a
It's
little
messed
bit.
up.
I think actually, I'm just going to throw it out there. I think the next head in the box challenge should be Dad.
I know.
I'm easy. I don't have reactions.
That's not true. I've tried to get Dad to do it countless times. He
I
always
bet.
pusses out.
I bet if he
Oh,
did it, we
no.
could get a reaction.
Okay, how about this? How about
What?
we do me and your mom head in the
Oh,
What about it?
I'll do it. I'm in. I'm in. Let's do
I
it.
did not say I wanted to do that shit.
I'm just saying. I think it'd be a good video.
Listen,
I'm in.
I will film it.
He's like, I'll reap the benefits of it.
Yeah.
You know what? All I'll say is,
Oh,
we'll talk about it because I got to talk about who's picking what goes
No,
in.
no, no,
and
no,
how,
no, no.
Oh,
Noah
listen,
picks.
I
Noah
make
picks.
my own reasons.
Noah picks
like,
the
I'll,
animals.
I'll write
you
my
pick
shit.
whatever you want. You
How
can
about
even
this?
put. You can even put it closer to me. I don't care.
How about this? We'll give you
About this.
we'll give you 3 animals that we cannot put in the box.
Okay, that's fair.
What?
We'll give you 3 animals that we cannot put in the box.
So you can name 3 that they can't put in. So if you didn't want a
Bird
spider,
eater.
yeah.
I don't have any. I got 0.
I know you don't have the option.
I don't.
Well,
yeah, but
I feel like if we put the bird eater, you'd be a little freaked out.
Well,
No.
maybe we should
No, 'cause
also
it's a
maybe we
salmon
should also
bird eater.
come
They're
up
not
with a
mean.
They're not mean?
divider
No.
in the box.
No.
why
Because
would you want a
then-
divider?
Because there could be a
No.
tarantula on your face.
well, it should
What is that
go-
supposed
yeah,
to mean?
why- yeah,
no divider.
No
It's
dividers?
open
Well,
box.
again,
box.
these are all the things we have to discuss
Exactly, Jay.
and agree on.
What do you got? An agent
There's
now?
Oh
You got
yeah,
an
I
agent?
am my I am my
manager
own
will be in
agent.
touch.
I am my own agent.
All right.
they will be in touch.
You're lucky.
We'll see.
You actually don't. I was about to say you have a divider day because there's the next video is not a challenge video, but the next video is a challenge video that I have to post. So we are gonna have to make the decision quick.
I think it'd be a good video.
Mm?
I think it'd be nice.
Well, we'll have discussions tonight.
Okay.
I'll have to write down my parameters.
All right, so
This is gonna be a good
stay-
video.
Stay tuned for that, y'all.
tuned for that.
And
heard
if you
it
haven't
here
seen the
live.
other one, watch it. It's good.
you heard it here live.
Simple Man said, "Why can't you get a Parenti monitor?"
I know, right?
So there are a few Parentes out there, but they're all zoos right now. I think that Frank Reedus had Parentes for a while, and I don't know if he still has them in the private sector, but I don't know of anyone else in the private sector that has Parente monitors, and that's really why. So I know like Ty Park got one just recently, but it was like a zoo animal, like they donated it to him. And I don't even know. A lot of times what happens when a zoo will send an animal like that, you don't even actually have ownership of it. They just have it kind of on loan to you. I'm assuming that's what happened with Ty's at Iguanaland. I could be completely wrong, but he's probably the only private zoo that I know of right now that even has a Parente on display or will when he opens.
Now, is that because of laws?
Well, they're an Australian animal, and there's just have been no legal ones that have been imported into the country except
they're
the
not
zoos.
available.
Yeah, so Australia allows zoo to zoo trade. So a zoo in Australia can trade to a zoo in America, but by law, that zoo in America, although this law has been broke a few times, that zoo is not allowed to sell to the private sector. Well, even if they breed that thing 10 generations, the 10th generation still falls under the law that they are not allowed to put it into the private sector.
Right.
No,
Even though all the roughy pythons, all the olive pythons, all that stuff has all come from zoos that have sold into the private sector, but they're not supposed to do that by law.
So like, what is the benefit here? Because I'm trying to make sense of it. Because personally, that doesn't make sense.
Well, it doesn't make sense, but that's an Australian law that as a matter of fact, I when I was in Brisbane one time, we met with a senator from Australia about it, and he agreed with us that the law of no import, no export was not really helping. It was actually just benefiting the black market,
right? Of course.
And that why would if you did a limited amount of permits and regulated it properly, it could be a commerce for Australia, and it wouldn't hurt. So I understand their import laws because of invasiveness, right? Because like cane toads, for instance, in Australia, they brought in 6 back in the 50s, and now there's 600 million of them in the country, much like Burmese pythons in the Everglades. So I understand their import, but that doesn't make any sense that you wouldn't export animals if you did it under some really strict guidance. And like I said, the senator agreed, but unfortunately, it just sounds like there's no movement on that at all.
Because, like, obviously I'm not an expert in anything, but, like, for some reason, my first instinct tells me that it would, like, be good for the animal to have more of the animal.
Well, it's a weird thing, right? Because, like, you can get into, like, a pretty critically endangered animal, and they won't allow you to breed them in captivity. And you sit back and go, well, why would you not want that arc? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
You want more animals in captivity. I mean, there are more rhino iguanas in the United States than there is in Hispaniola. In the wild.
And if Hispaniola gets destroyed and those iguanas go away, at least we still have those animals,
still have
right?
the same thing like crested geckos, right? You think about crested geckos. They recently found a new wild population, but for many years they thought they were extinct in the wild. And yet you could buy them at Petco for freaking $40.
And that's kind of where I'm getting at. Like, that's like where my first thought process was going.
Well, I don't know why there's that animal against animal people, the animal activists that don't want stuff bred in captivity.
I think those things originally started was to protect the wildlife.
Well, sure. I think,
but then, like you said,
the radical, they got radicalized.
But because some species did go extinct because of humans, overtaking them from the wild and stuff. So I'm sure that's where it all originally generated. But then, like you said, I think that it has to be a case by case.
Yeah, I mean, I just it's a weird one, but yeah,
it is weird.
Ron said hello from Arizona, just turned 60. Just a number. I'm still active, love fishing, and enjoy my reptiles.
Nice. Awesome, Ron. Well, congratulations, man.
You live in the
60 can still be a very good age.
You're only as old as you feel, to be honest.
Yeah, and there's tons of 6-year-old reptile guys probably out in Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona, man. That's where all the reptiles. If you're over 60, you have to move.
Go there.
You get a free house. Yeah,
exactly.
Send you a letter.
Yeah, it's like, all right, it's time for you to.
Yeah, it's like Hogwarts.
It's like you're a Giza, Harry.
Of the reptile.
In like 10 years, I'm going to be like, guys,
sorry, they're taking me.
It's time for you to move out here.
You're like, no, I don't want to go.
Or your residence is now revoked. Your residency from Michigan is revoked. You
that
have
would
to go
be
to
cool.
Arizona.
What do you think about that? One day, house in Arizona?
Yeah, I totally think so. I mean, I've always said that probably the only two states. Well, there's 3 states I would live in besides Michigan. It'd be Texas, Arizona, and California. California I love, but I don't know that I would ever actually live there.
I have an irrational fear of California.
Why?
Every time I'm there, I think the fault is about to rupture and I'm going to slide off.
Wow.
Are you for real?
I am not
it's
joking.
not an irrational fear.
Yeah, it's pretty rational.
I
think
saw the movie The Rock.
The Highway 1 just fell into the fucking water the
I
other day.
did see that. I did see that.
What happened?
Dude,
A
look at
chunk of
this.
the highway just fell away.
Into the water.
Well, yeah, because
gone.
I mean, they have the fault lines.
Highway
This
1 is
stuff
beautiful,
going
by
to
the way.
happen.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Oops.
Yeah, from
but that
rainfall.
isn't. That's just.
That was
yeah,
from
that's
a.
just- Ooh,
I
that bridge
think
is
I
nasty,
read
man.
it was
Ooh.
from a landslide.
Don't ever show that picture
Landslide.
again.
Oh, you mean? No, I got you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um,
every day I'm in California.
That's so scary. To
I
think
have
about.
that thought though.
We were in California for an
Scary.
earthquake. Well, you were with us for an earthquake, but you probably slept through it.
Yeah, I don't.
That was when
Sounds
we were in
right.
San Jose. I remember, it was in the middle of the night, and I remember the picture on the wall shaking, and I thought that we were at Burnsy's place, and I thought he was joking around, like trying to open the door because the door was like chick, 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 chick. And I remember the picture, but I thought the picture was moving because of the door.
Yeah,
And then we woke up in the morning. They were like, "Did you feel the earthquake?" And it did a ton of devastation to the wine country, at Napa
Oh
Valley.
yeah, I remember that day.
Yeah.
I don't remember the vibration, but I remember the day. I remember.
Yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night. I didn't even feel the bed vibrate. I just remember the sound of the door in the picture. But yeah, it's scary. I
Yeah.
couldn't, and that was nothing. That was a little shimmer.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being in an actual earthquake. I mean, you see those pictures of, the surveillance pictures of like the rooms flying around and shit falling
We've seen
down.
enough movies. Like, no.
Yeah, I mean,
we're good.
and I don't know The Rock, so we're in trouble. If we were out
Yeah,
there,
big
if you
trouble,
knew
dude.
The Rock,
Yeah, that's the
then you're
only.
good.
Yeah, you're good.
Exactly. That's
He's
the
gonna
only way
rescue you.
you're saved because he's going to come in on a helicopter
Yeah, he's
or
gonna
a
helicopter
boat
or
or
boat,
something.
yeah. Gonna-
Like,
yeah.
or everything.
So smart.
Yeah.
That's
Now
so
yeah.
I could have been
So
on.
if anyone knows The Rock, please let us know.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I could have been on some solicited substance, but I'm pretty sure there's this new rock like TV show coming out.
There
That
is,
looked
yeah.
really good. I think it
Yeah.
was called like Baby Rock.
Yeah.
Was it called
I
Baby
don't
Rock,
know. I
Little
don't know
Rock?
what it is. I did see the thing with him.
It was
but I don't
about
know.
his life.
Right,
in
yeah.
completion
Yeah.
or some shit.
I saw something on that too, but I don't know.
It's not the Titan.
Not the
That's his
Titan,
game
that's
show.
His game show, yeah.
It's like
Not ball.
Young
I'm-
Rock.
Yeah,
Young Rock.
Yeah, Young
Yep,
Rock.
that's
That's
it.
what it is, yeah.
Not
You're
Little Rock,
16,
Young Rock.
So next week.
it actually looked really good. I'm not gonna lie.
It probably is good. I mean, what a life.
I
Huh?
saw it and I was like, I would watch that for sure.
I remember his first movie, the
was?
Scorpion King.
That was his
It's a banger,
First,
dude.
movie, and
Wow,
I
way
remember
to
them
start.
talking about like, yeah, this is going to be the next big star, and I remember, and it was kind of animated too,
Yes,
so it wasn't
was.
even like a normal
I was going to
person.
say that was him because I
Yeah.
thought that was animated.
No,
Well,
that's-
no,
it
it
was
was actually
and
him.
after
That was like
him.
CGI.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like a little
Okay.
bit.
But and I remember them saying like, this is his.
I would have
like,
never said that was him.
Wait
So
a minute.
Until right now, I didn't realize
Yeah.
that was.
How did they guess that? How did they get the information
Well,
to guess?
I think that's the whole point, right? It's just like the
Luck.
Yeah.
Hannah Montana type of thing.
Okay.
They can make anyone into a star.
Yeah, as long. Yeah, really.
As soon as the studio say this is the guy,
and as
they
long as the
push him.
star keeps working.
Right, yeah, as long as they work and does what they want him to do. I'm sure that The Rock has to stay within the means. And probably at
You're
this
probably
point,
right.
it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's already
you
at the
know,
point
yeah.
where I think he
But-
calls his own shots.
But you saw that again with Disney, whether it was Hannah Montana or
Any
any
of
of
the
them,
other little
anyone's.
stars,
They bring. It's just they put them in and they plug the
Plug
thing
and
in,
play, yeah.
And next thing you know, they're huge stars.
Interesting.
I mean, that's just how the whole system works, unfortunately. Hollywood, that's why you hear some actors talk about being blacklisted. So you have a actor that's career is going great, and then all of a sudden they're done.
they're just cut off.
Like they
yeah.
just
Like, what happened to them,
yeah,
man?
yep, and
It's
then
like that you
what
didn't get along
happened-
with an agent or
Yep,
manager or
didn't
something.
sleep with Harvey Weinstein or
Yeah,
whatever.
didn't
You
get
know?
a
I'd sleep with
producer.
Harvey for a job.
Yeah, well, you could. I don't think you can
It's
now.
too late
but,
now.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
you
Might
missed
be
your
too
fucking
late.
chance.
Missed
dude.
it.
Yeah,
They're too
Trying
young.
to make it big.
yeah. that was so messed up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But let me put you in this situation.
Okay, let's go.
All right, Harvey's right here. I'm Harvey.
Yeah, hi.
You're
What's your name again?
let's just call you
B.
Bradley,
Okay, I'm Bradley.
but you're a female.
Bradley, a female?
Yeah, it's just a weird
It's-
world.
It's,
Okay, it's strange.
2021.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be
okay, go
fucking
for it.
weird.
Bradley, do you know The Rock?
I don't know The Rock. No.
You don't know The Rock?
No,
Come
I
on,
don't.
just make it good. Just say yes.
Yeah, I do know The Rock. Yes.
You're going to be the next rock.
The next rock?
Yes, and it's a very simple plan.
Okay. What do
All
I
you
gotta
have
do?
to do?
I'll do anything.
Suck on my pee-pee.
And that's when you lost me.
That's when you lost?
That's when you lost me.
Okay. So when you had the balances, all you got to do is suck his dick.
Oh my God.
And
To
be the
become,
rock.
I'm blushing.
Like, if
Yeah,
that's
you
all
are, though.
Like, no, because honestly, like, it depends on the person. Like, does fame mean that much
No,
to you?
no.
To just
Yeah,
give one
100%.
blowjob would
No, no,
give you that?
No.
Or
no, it doesn't.
whatever.
It doesn't. It doesn't. You know, it's
That's a toughin'.
Yeah,
no.
it's a
To me,
tough
it's not even a
The
question.
rock
No,
size?
doesn't matter. It's
Man.
no for two reasons. Number one, number one,
Cock
I
isn't
would
that good.
no, I wouldn't feel.
Cock isn't
not my
even that
thing.
good. It's not like I'm sucking the rock's cock.
Last time I did that, the last time I did it didn't get me anywhere. He promised me a bunch too, and I didn't get nothing out of it.
That's
No,
good. That's good.
No, it's I want to feel like I've earned it.
Well,
and I guess
you
you
would.
You sucked the dick for it.
Literally, you would have. Like, it's not like it was handed to you.
No, I mean like
earned it.
based on talent, not based on.
Yeah.
Well,
It depends how good.
I can see we're not going to get out of this one, so let's just move on. No, I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
all right, fair enough.
That's fair enough. That is fair enough.
I feel like everyone else is like, I'll totally do it.
I think
Just
the numbers
one?
would be pretty high of the people who would do it.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
really- especially if it's just one sucking.
No.
No.
Just one sucking. Like now, if he's like, you have to do it whenever I say, now I'm like, I pass. I can't.
Yeah.
Like
But one sucking?
whatever.
I think
too
once
much.
you've done
One
it
suck
once,
can come
yeah.
up?
I think once you've done it once, you've got it. You're hooked.
Nah.
Whoa, it's like
No.
a cigarette.
I think. Yeah.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'll go suck a
You
cock
did it
outside.
once and it didn't work out,
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
wasn't like a cigarette.
Yeah.
Just gotta have a go quick suck real
I
quick.
gotta go. Let me go burn a cock out back. I'll be right back.
No.
All right, sorry, Dad's done.
I'm
Let's
done.
move.
Ooh, David Rodriguez says, keep it up. Through $5 for love.
Thank you, David.
Thank
Like
you,
your logo,
David.
dude.
He
You got a
always
good logo.
supports.
Keep it up.
Thank you,
man.
David.
Thank
He
you,
gives
David.
he gives
That was before
constructive
this
criticism.
conversation, but thank you, David.
Yeah. Now he's like.
Keep it up. He's like,
Can I
oh, damn.
retract?
That's a good one. Buzz says, hello, Brian. I have an
What's up,
Eastern
baby?
Diamondback rattlesnake named Ghost. It just turned 8 years old yesterday. I'm having trouble feeding him. Hasn't eaten anything for 4 months. Is this normal for snakes?
It would be completely normal this time of year. I mean, if you've had it for 8 years, I'm surprised it hasn't went off of food during this time. Mature males in particular will almost always go off of food during this time, and diamondbacks are no exception to that. As a matter of fact, they're probably more so because where they're from, it does cool down radically during the winter, and they typically go off of food. So as long as it looks healthy, it's doing everything, you're fine. Now, if you really want to trick it into eating again, if you have the ability to cool it off down into the maybe 60s for a week or two, then warm it back up. It'll probably go back onto food.
Sweet.
Like almost trick it into a brumation.
Misty said, Noah, I wasn't bragging. I was just trying to back up the fact that everyone's different. It'll happen
All
for
right.
you. Hang in there, bud.
All right,
Hang
Misty.
in there,
Misty.
bud.
All right, Misty.
Hang in there, pal.
Misty. You know, Misty is a
Don't say it.
alpaca llama cross.
Really?
Actually, Misty is an awesome thing off the Dairy Queen menu, too.
Oh, yeah. Talk about Dairy
Misty.
Queen. We kind of did it last night, didn't we?
Yeah,
Did
we
you guys
had-
do it up?
we had Dairy Queen last night.
Oh,
We did the other
I've been
night,
so
too.
good. I've been so good about not being bad.
Have
And-
you? Have you though?
Have I?
Just let him say it.
Okay.
Yeah. What have I been bad about?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Things have been
Dairy
fine.
Queen.
I haven't had Dairy Queen or
It-
a lot of sweets in forever.
It has been a while for Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
at least a couple months.
Oh, months. It was
All right.
probably like
So-
October.
That's a big
Honestly,
lie.
I
no,
feel like
it
you're
was,
not wrong.
I'll give you a month. We definitely
There-
did it
when
in
was the-
December.
no,
December
no
was a
way.
terrible
No.
month.
No, it was a great.
No,
it was
we
a
didn't-
terrible
no,
month,
no.
but there was no way
We
I
ate
did
so
Dairy
much
Queen.
shit.
We didn't eat Dairy Queen in December.
No Dairy Queen, no.
I bet we did.
No, we didn't.
This
No,
the
you guys
last
had too
time we
many
had
cookies
Dairy
to eat
Queen was
Dairy
my
Queen.
birthday.
Oh, you're
My
right.
birthday
That's
cake.
right. Yeah. It's probably November 6th.
No, because
we
we,
didn't
were
even
in
have it.
Vegas. So see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Oh, that's
Just
right.
You're
stop.
right. We're
It was
right.
before. It was before that. then.
Wait, but then,
No.
Dad,
Our
it
trip.
We
backs us up
celebrated after.
because we were gone all November,
Yeah,
so we
that-
couldn't
yeah,
have had
yeah,
it in
couldn't have
November.
November, and we definitely didn't have it in December.
We had it after he got back.
That's such a lie.
I don't believe it.
We celebrated when he got back.
With Dairy Queen.
Not
it's
with
just
Dairy
not something
Queen.
we would celebrate with.
No,
It's just not.
That's
Cake,
not.
Dairy Queen cake.
We
did not have
celebrated
Dairy-
with a cake.
We didn't celebrate with Dairy
We
Queen.
didn't even celebrate.
No, we didn't either. Because
No.
we celebrated in Vegas.
Yeah. I think I think that means we did
See,
well.
this is what happens when you argue with her. She gets that like,
Well.
like yeah, whatever. Okay.
And you're like,
guys
oh,
can
you
think,
didn't
yeah.
win even if you won.
No.
No.
It's like,
No.
yeah. You like
Yeah.
pumpkin pie. You do.
Yep,
Yeah,
all
you
right.
do.
Well, all right.
Fucking hate pumpkin pie.
Well,
Yep, sure.
Yep.
Yep. As long as you think you do. You
Flies
don't.
attacking me.
Yeah.
It was.
It literally
was
went in
just
my
like
eye. What the hell? Is that all the supers?
It's all the sippers right now.
Oh my
All
gosh,
right.
you guys are
Well,
not
Misty-
supering me today.
I
Misty
think
was the
some
last
of our,
one.
our conversations might have.
Yeah, I mean,
Turned
pretty.
off
I'm
some
surprised
people.
anyone
Sorry.
is watching.
I'm sure the
at this point.
Weinstein stuff was pretty bad.
But
Misty,
it was funny.
we appreciate you, Misty. Do you think that's her real name?
Well, I think
I don't
so.
think it is.
Yeah, I think so.
You think?
Yeah.
Yep.
If it is, it's pretty impressive.
I've known some Misties in
You
my
have?
life. I have.
It's fun. That's
She's
a fun
probably
name.
well, yeah. But from what she said, she probably is in our age, and that was
Do you know I watched a
a
movie
name.
last night if you went to sleep?
No.
I'm sure you did. What was it?
It was I can't remember the name. It was Bruce Willis space movie, a space movie that just came out.
Just came
A
out.
new one?
A new one, brand new, just came out like last month.
Wow.
Yeah.
How
It
was
was-
it?
What,
was
what
like-
just came out last month?
Or well,
Did you watch Spaceballs?
No, it was Bruce Willis, a brand new movie.
How was it?
It wasn't as good as I expected it to
I
be.
didn't think it'd be good. Bruce
And
Willis
it's-
in a space.
It doesn't. Yeah, Bruce Willis in space doesn't really sound good.
We've seen a few
No,
already.
Listen,
Not so good.
I like Armageddon.
I know you do.
Who doesn't like Armageddon?
Okay.
Who doesn't like Armageddon?
good for when it's made,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, I'll have to watch it again. It's been a couple years.
Yeah.
But like I remember the last time I watched it, I was like getting a little bored.
Armageddon.
All right, so
I was just like,
Armageddon
come on.
was okay,
How many times can I see this?
but it definitely had its over the top.
What was the other
moments.
one? What was the other
The
one that
drilling.
I liked?
Space
it?
Farmer?
No, Space Farmer. What?
Something? Is that what it is? I just was looking it up. That's why.
No.
I don't know.
What?
The one you watched.
That I just watched? No.
No, the one that you just watched is Breacher or Breacher. or
Breach.
something,
The
right?
breach. The breach. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
no, but
breach.
there's one that was
it as
called-
good as The Dig?
The dig was definitely a rough one.
No, there's another one called Astronaut Farmer that Bruce Willis
Oh,
was
that
in.
sounds
That's
good
what I
too.
was. That's what I was saying.
Astronaut Farmer.
And
What was
honestly-
what was the one
Fifth
kinda
Element?
looks like
like
one.
from like a while ago that Bruce Willis was in?
Man, I'm not.
Fifth
Like
Element?
the Fifth Element, right? Yeah, that's the other space movie. I liked Fifth Element.
Well,
I liked it.
Fifth Element
I
was
don't even-
different.
Yeah, I don't count that as space.
No.
though.
That was
like a
It's
future
sci-fi
movie.
'Cause that's
movie.
not like-
space
It's a
though.
No,
Sci-fi.
exactly. That's more sci-fi. That's not an astronaut movie.
Yeah, because when you say
Why-
space,
space, and I didn't say astronaut.
No,
movie. I said
but when you
space
say
movie.
space movie, it's astronaut.
now we're getting into
movie.
semantics,
Oh,
and
so
it's
is
just
that what it is?
bullshit.
So
Yeah,
was the one
exactly.
you watched an astronaut movie, or
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it
he
more
was
of
a-
sci-fi?
He was an astronaut.
See, that's what I'm saying. So when you say space, no, I agree with Noah. If you
See?
say space, that's what I picture is astronauts.
Of course.
If
Okay.
you're talking like aliens and like that kind of
well,
stuff,
Fifth
it's
Element,
more.
they were on a spaceship.
It's kind of like
Yeah, but they were also on land in its inner city.
yeah, that one is more along the lines of the Schwarzenegger one too.
Oh yeah.
Total Recall.
Yes,
Recall.
Total Recall. Now that's not a space movie. That's
Yeah.
more of a
Well,
sci-fi.
regardless,
I
it was
do
it
love-
was an okay movie. The Breach was okay.
Well,
It
I
wasn't
don't know if I want
great.
to watch it if it's okay.
I do love me a good Schwarzenegger film.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
it's been a while,
You know, I
I mean,
saw
he's
that.
another one who's getting kind of old.
Oh, he's very old.
Yeah.
but he's in great shape for his age.
He's in great shape, but he does look old.
you see when that dude
you
tried-
see him now?
Drop kicking him. Like I think it was like last year. Some guy like
Tried.
it was. Yeah, he
knocked
tried
his
to.
ass down.
Did he? I thought
Oh my
Arnold Schwarzenegger stayed standing up and the kid fell. Maybe I'm wrong. Did I maybe I've seen it wrong video.
Schwarzenegger got dropped.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
it was funny though to see that.
It was fucked up. It was.
Yeah, I guess he was in the latest Terminator, right? That was the last movie that he was
Now I
in.
want to see that because like now we're both saying different things.
Oh, the drop?
Yeah, I wonder like I don't know. I thought when I
I don't remember it.
fuck it.
I didn't see it.
But
have
I
to look it
definitely I know what you're talking about though. I do remember seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger get drop kicked.
Yeah,
and he was just like in the middle of a gymnasium or something.
Was this like
Well,
what was
I'm
the
sorry.
scenario? I don't understand
I'm sorry,
what
but
happened.
that's
here.
the kind of shit that your Uncle Lee would have did.
Oh yeah, he's like, is that Arnold? I'm gonna fucking kick him.
I bet you I could knock him down.
Yeah,
and he would go running and try.
He would. Jeez, man.
Because that was his level.
exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you hear another state legalized like all drugs.
I heard about
What
this.
state?
I heard about this. This
Were we
is-
moving?
I think it's still northwestern of our country,
North,
up in
Northern
there.
Pacific. I just
It's
saw
a very
something about it. It's
interesting
like saying
thing,
like
though.
at midnight that it goes and it was like heroin and everything.
Well,
Yeah,
Smart
yeah.
though. It makes sense.
Yeah, you know what? If you think about it, if stuff is legal, like I've heard the take on it, and the take I've heard is if it's legalized and what you're getting is actually clean,
not
and
dangerous.
not
Well, I don't think
whatever.
that heroin should be the part of it. I agree with like mushrooms and some other stuff like that should be legal. I think that.
But here's the
for
thing,
sure.
though, Bri, right? Is that heroin being illegal hasn't made people not do heroin. So, like,
No.
more people do heroin than ever,
Right.
right? We're in a pandemic of heroin, especially where I'm from, too, right? So,
Yeah, same here.
so when you look at it like that, being illegal hasn't helped. So maybe making it legal, taxing it, using the money to help people that do want help,
Making it
or keeping the
safer.
people that their kids, so that kids aren't dying from fentanyl, making sure they get safe stuff is probably better. You know,
Yeah, it's so.
This
war
hard.
on drugs is over. It lost.
This is what I
You know what I
think.
mean, so we just have to figure out a way around it.
I think it's the perfect way for like population control.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
I
it's
guess that's the
fucked
problem
up.
I have with heroin in particular. I guess, most drugs I'm okay with, but the fact that this is a drug that literally, if you do it one time, the rest of your life, you're fucked.
There's a lot of drugs.
Well, yes and no, though, because
I don't
I was
know.
talking to somebody, and they were talking about Rogan's podcast.
Rogan's using heroin now.
No,
Joe
he had a
Rogan's?
guy.
Who's that?
He had
Joe
a guy on there. Yeah, Joe
I haven't heard of
Rogan's.
him in a while.
I haven't heard of that dude.
And he was saying
Used to
how
have a podcast.
he does it, but he uses the purest form of all of the drugs, and in that form, I'm gonna
The
have
poppy?
to look. I wish I knew the name. I don't because
It's
I'm
opium.
terrible with
Opium.
remembering.
Just try to keep.
But you did not see that that Rogan one.
No.
So it was
I smoked
probably
opium
about
before,
2
though.
weeks
There you go.
ago. And he was
You're
on there
fine.
talking, and he's like, "Oh yeah, like and this is whoever this guy is. Like
Opium
he's
was
a pretty
normal back
Yeah,
then.
just
pretty
Yeah, it was.
famous guy to where like he'd do like interviews on TV and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, I did heroin the night before that because it makes me think clearer and this and that. If you do this stuff in its purest whatever form, it can actually be good for you." And da da da.
Wow.
And I was like,
I mean,
"Wow, that
dude.
was
About
crazy."
that.
No, I don't
This guy's
necessarily
lying.
agree with it, but
Yeah.
I was like, "That's pretty damn crazy." And I actually forgot because I wanted to ask you if you saw that one.
I have not.
So you'll have to look it up and see.
but I bet like
there's
those
always-
rock
yeah.
stars that died from heroin overdoses said the same thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, people could do anything and be like, "Oh no, it's good for you," and then next
Yeah.
thing you
And
know,
this
they
is
die.
and this is what I want to speak on. I think it's kind of fucked up. They're like, it's so hard because it's just like Jay's saying, you can just go get it if you want it.
Yeah.
But
Probably
is it,
easier than alcohol, right?
But is it
to get?
now? Is it gonna? Here's the thing: is it gonna make it more readily available? Because now, if it's more available, that's kind of scary to me. Because as someone that is susceptible to addictions, I don't like that. What if somebody else is the same as me but don't really know it, so they try it and then they go kill their life away because of an accident?
Well, that's what I'm
like
saying.
that?
Like certain drugs are I don't.
And I know
have
what
any
you're saying
pride,
too,
but-
Bri, for
But
sure.
yeah, the heroin thing is just so weird.
I
Just
just-
because there's science behind the fact that not everybody, because not everyone reacts that way, but there is a big portion of people that the first time you do heroin, your brain pattern changes for the rest of your life.
No, that is
Well,
and
true.
it never
thing
ever
is-
goes back. That's
and
scary.
I don't,
That's
Yeah.
scary
I
to
don't
me.
doubt that, but I also okay, you're going to go down that road. What about the people who are taking all of these
OxyContin.
these prescribed drugs
Yeah, mhm.
for
And we're fine
who
with
don't
it.
have a problem but get a surgery and then get this prescription and then
Yeah.
are fucked because by the time they're supposed to come off it, now they're not coming off it because now they can't live without it.
Yeah.
And
Now
this
they
is
have to go get
prescribed.
heroin. That's probably fentanyl.
Well, right,
That's
but-
You know what I
fuck.
mean?
Yeah,
So this
right.
drug is just as dangerous, but a doctor is prescribing
I know,
it.
but I'm just saying. I don't think you can make an argument that this drug is so bad, so why don't we give this bad drug too? I mean that's a
No, but
to
I'm
me,
saying
that's
if you're
that's an
doing
argument
that, I'm
makes
surprised
sense.
that in our
I
society.
mean, I don't think we should have
that-
OxyContin either.
Yeah, that's what
I mean,
I'm
we'd
saying.
be better
that
off.
They've
with-
decided
with-
which ones are okay. These are ones doctors can prescribe that'll still fuck your life up versus ones.
Well, that's
that
all
are
about
street drugs.
big pharma. But the point is that that's why these the marijuanas and the CBDs and all that type of stuff is really the future. Right? I mean that's
safe way
gonna
to
be
heal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
safe way to heal, safe way to control pain, all that other stuff without all these side effects that Oxycontin.
And I
or
agree.
these
And that's
other
why,
ones
like,
are.
if heroin is, like, if it became legal in Michigan, no one here is going to go do heroin tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, we already have that education.
You'll
so it
still
comes,
have people that
but I think a lot less than you think.
Well, I
to
think
be
it's
honest
just
with you.
it's scary to me because this is, again, I go back to the one time deal, right? If it's like, let's say you did legal cocaine, someone could go and say, I've never done it, but I'm curious, let's try it. They try it and then go, yeah, it's either for me or not for me. With heroin, you're going to get those people that wouldn't ever want to do heroin because it's legal, and they're at the dispensary, they're like, I'm going to try that tonight just for once, Now they fuck their life forever.
Yeah,
and
that's the part I don't like. The part that you have a
And I agree with you.
but I don't think it's going to be a dispensary like weed is. It'll be
don't?
like probably I
where
don't.
would
I
you
think you would
get
go
it
to a
then?
doctor, and you would go to a doctor. It would be like
That's not what
decriminalized.
No. That's not what that's not what the law that they passed in that one state. It's literally legal for people to sell it. It's not. You don't go to a doctor for it.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's
it's gonna
stupid,
be,
obviously. Yeah, for
it's gonna-
sure.
no, doctors aren't going to prescribe anyone heroin. I don't
No,
think,
no, not that they would prescribe you heroin, but if you were addicted to heroin, they would give you your dosage, then you leave, like they do for people that have what is it called when you're trying to get off heroin? I can't think the name off the top of my head.
Rehab?
No, but they give you another drug. It's like
I know what you're talking about.
methadone. Yeah, like a methadone clinic. Like that's what I would assume that they would do for hard drugs. That would make the most sense to me, right?
Well,
Yeah.
it might make the most sense, but that's not what they're proposing. at
That's
all,
what. Yes, if you're just having people
you're
sell them
talking
like
about-
Wild West,
it's
that's
like a
retarded.
recreational. Like all drugs are recreational, and there might be like the doctor weeds. You know what I mean? Like that aren't real doctors. They're just like, I can prescribe you a medical card, but I'm not a doctor. Like Anthony, right? Your cousin, he's just some dude. That's
Yeah.
guy. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
The
the doctor of the weed.
Yeah,
So-
Dr. Green.
Are you serious? They're just making it legal to sell? Like, so like I could sell you
it's
heroin.
not illegal, right? It's not illegal. If you sell me heroin, you can't get in trouble for selling me
Oh
heroin.
my God! Wow, that's not good.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because now, because I kind of was thinking what Jay was thinking, whereas like it's controlled.
It was standard.
It's
No,
just like,
and that's not true. They're
it's-
still against the law to sell. It just says that possessing heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, or other drugs for personal use is no longer a criminal offense.
so
Right.
So you can't
possession,
sell them at all.
but
Right.
possession.
But if you have, and so someone's selling them to you. So if you sell them to me, maybe you get,
Yeah,
as
where do
long
you-
as I have it, then now I can do it.
where do I buy it?
Well, it's the same place you've always bought it,
Right.
So it's the illegal chain. But now that no one gets in trouble. I mean, you get in trouble if you got caught selling it to me, I guess. But once I have possession of it, I can do whatever I want with it, which basically just means that you can sell it to me, right? Because
Am I
that's
wrong
not-
for saying I don't think they thought this out very far?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Well, right. No, well, that's 100%.
Well,
Because if you
honestly-
say, well, you can't sell me something, but if you have it, you can have
This
it.
is-
That means
this
that you can
is-
sell it to me,
This
right?
is where I
Kind
think
of,
these
yeah.
laws come in, honestly, is with the overcrowded jails and all of that. How many people are in prison and jail right now for possession of
Yeah, that's really true.
substances? So if you just take all of those out of being in the criminal system, that frees up a lot of stuff over an overpopulated thing. So while they can still, get somebody for actually selling it, just because you actually have it doesn't mean you're prosecutable. So I guarantee you that's probably where these things all came from, if that's what the laws
it's hard
are.
to say.
Is
I
the
just think it's all
overcrowded
crazy.
the overcrowded jails, the whole criminal system and stuff like that.
Yeah, hard to say.
It's really messed up how when you start talking about all the problems of the world and stuff, how it just is just like it makes me just want to like shut down. It's just like
Well,
it
it's-
seems so
Unfixable.
helpless. Yeah, exactly, unfixable, helpless. I'm just like, well,
Well,
pretty
that's-
much
yeah.
I can't do anything about it, so I'm just gonna shut down now and just
Well, that's
not worry about.
oftentimes why
So
politicians
sad,
get
man.
nothing done is because
So
the
stupid.
problems are so impossible to solve that it's better to just do nothing than to do
Right,
something.
right.
Well, and I
stupid
think
happens.
honestly,
Sucks.
this is the thing, and while maybe some part of it might be selfish, is you got to focus on you,
Yeah.
your life, and the things you
Agreed.
can control that affect you.
Yeah.
Trust me. Take
and
it
then
from
go from there, and then fixate on the positive and the stuff that you can do. While it's it sucks, and it's not saying don't ever try to help if you want to or if you can, but you can't let all of that stuff bog you down, because then you're just
course
be
not.
depressed and upset.
I know, and isn't it
I went through that too, man. It happens.
Oh yeah,
You get like you grow like this like consciousness of society almost when you like are nearing like mid-20s and like you start worrying about all the world problems. But like you said, you really can't do much about it. And once you learn to just understand that, yes, I do want to fix those and I can do anything in my power, but that power just might not be that much, you know. But you always do whatever you can.
Very interesting, and hopefully us talking about it makes 2 people not do heroin tonight.
And that's
Let's
all.
hope so, yeah.
And that's all we want.
And you know what? That would be
put the
amazing,
spoon
right?
down.
If that was the case.
Yeah.
Put the spoon down.
Yeah.
Put the spoon down.
Stop the spoon.
Get the Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
Better
get the
choice.
Dairy. It's way better.
Better
Use
spoon.
the spoon for
Yeah.
that.
Plastic spoons.
The
They'll
red,
melt.
The red Dairy
Yeah.
Queen spoons. Better.
They're good. Get the Heath Blizzard. I'm just telling you, that's the way to go.
That's a banger too. Elijah threw $1 just for love. Appreciate
thanks,
you.
Elijah.
Elijah.
Thank you, Elijah.
Kevin Robinson also said much love.
Hey,
Hey,
thank you
welcome
so
back,
much. I
Kevin.
appreciate it for the
Share your
heroin fund.
support. I like that. That's funny.
Oh shit. AM Fractals says, "Hi Brian, love the show. Just picked up 2 piebald females from you guys last
Oh my
week.
gosh.
Both took frozen thaw right off the rip. Thanks for my
Nice.
new girls."
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you got them. I'm so happy they're doing well for you. That's awesome. I love hearing those stories, and I love when our animals go to someone that's going to love them so much that's what the end result always is for us. You know.
Love that. Let Roses Burn said, "How do you feel about the new Godzilla vs. Kong? I love the King of Monsters, but don't know about this new one."
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I just saw that not long ago, about a week ago, they released that. I mean, I guess theoretically that like kind of goes back to the old days, right? I mean, I think Godzilla did fight King Kong back in the old days, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So I guess they're just remaking that whole thing. It's going to be interesting because I don't know who. Like, so I like the new Godzilla stuff a lot, and I actually didn't mind the latest Kong movie either.
I didn't see that
So
one.
the question, that's the one with Jack Black and stuff like that.
Oh, that I was gonna say. Wait, that one came out a while ago. Then
It was a
huh?
while
Yeah.
ago, yeah. So the
They
question
didn't
is
make
that
one before, another one after that.
not that I saw. I don't know if there is
Because
a newer one. But
I thought there might have been one more after that, actually.
Really?
But I agree with you. The one with Jack Black is like
I think
one
there
of the
was
better
another one
movies.
after
yeah,
that.
it's really good.
Ever.
So that's my question: is
Yeah, I
who's
think there
going to
was another
produce
one
it?
after that, but it was more.
not as good.
Yeah, it was more not as good.
Really?
Yeah, Jack Black's was good though.
Yeah, that was a good one. But so that's the question: is who's going to be producing and how's it going to be? Is it going to?
I think it has potential.
You know,
as always.
I like Kong movies and I like obviously
too.
Godzilla movies, especially the newest version of was really good. So, you know what I was bummed out about is that Dark Universe thing. You know, the Mummy with Tom Cruise, which I did not mind that movie, but it got tremendously horrible ratings.
I remember that
and
one.
they were going to launch that was like kind of like the Marvel thing. They were launching the Dark Universe, which is of course was going to be, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It was going to be the Mummy. It was going to be, Werewolf.
Wow, that's awesome.
Frankenstein, all that stuff. And they were
Dracula.
going to, Dracula, the whole Dark Universe was going to be launched. And I think that the failure, or at least from the box office standpoint of the Mummy, which I thought was actually a decent movie.
Yeah, I like those too.
I think derailed the entire thing, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah, that is
I don't think that
sucks.
I haven't heard they're making any more of the Dark Universe, which is a bummer because I would have loved that franchise.
That sucked because that was you're right. Those were good movies.
Yeah,
Like the newer Mummy ones.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking,
the new-
obviously the old ones are good too, but the newer
I like
ones
the old mummies too, but they weren't part of the Dark
No.
Universe. They were just on their own. Yeah,
Yeah, the new ones were good, man.
yeah. So,
Sucks.
but I don't think they're gonna. Can we? I know we're
Yeah.
way off the topic here. But,
Oh, dude, it
but
doesn't
it's
matter.
just- yeah, so
it's your
It's
podcast.
just a Dark Universe. Are they making any more Dark Universe movies? I wonder if they're making any more.
Dang, the 20s, man.
It says planned for 2000. I wonder if they're going to make any.
I don't know.
Yeah, it just says planned.
that one's
This was December 3rd, 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the latest news has been.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
been.
it's
Yeah,
done, man.
I think I got killed after that last
Yeah,
movie,
it's
which is a
sad.
bummer because that was a good start. But anyways, neither here nor there. I miss movies. They're starting to come back, which is nice.
Yeah.
Slowly coming back. We went to Target yesterday, and it was the first time we saw a couple new DVDs that
Yeah.
came out. I mean, one was Mulan, which has been a minute since that came
Yeah,
out,
that one's
and then the
old.
other one was I can't remember what it was, but it was
Yeah,
That's good.
because we
What's that?
hadn't seen
Starts with a T.
Oh yeah, Tenet.
Tenet.
Yeah,
Ah.
Tenet. Yeah, which I wanted to see.
looked
so
good.
That's
it's
the
supposed to be almost
one.
like the Inception. I'm sorry. something similar, like a real weird movie.
Interesting.
But it's
Not-
supposed to be pretty good.
Who's the actor in it? Tom Hanks?
No, it's the guy that played the football player in Ballers. You know,
Rock? The Rock?
no, it's no, not that guy.
I don't know.
Not that guy.
Yeah,
The
it's
football player in the Rock.
Yeah, there was that.
It's the newest one, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
newest one. Yeah, that's it right there.
Who
So
is
it's,
this guy?
Yeah, like I said, he was the football
John-
player.
John
in-
David Washington?
Yeah, he was the football player in
Christopher
in-
Nolan.
Hey, he has a suppressed pistol, so it looks good.
Yeah, that's always a good sign.
It's supposed to be good. Anyways, I'm just glad that movies are coming back. You know,
I agree.
because I can't wait. And now movie theaters are open here too. So
With
Oh, are they?
snacks.
with snacks,
With
yeah,
snacks?
with snacks.
With
It just
snacks.
as
This
of
week.
it just as of Monday.
Yep.
Yep.
crazy.
Now, because the last time we were going to rent a movie theater for the crew, but we were going to all have to wear masks, and we couldn't bring in
stupid.
snacks, and we couldn't get popcorn.
Yeah.
We couldn't get
Well,
it.
now we
so
can
now
do
we
that,
can
so
maybe
rent,
we
and we
should.
can have concessions and everything.
Couldn't
like that. So,
breathe.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, let's do it.
yeah, maybe next week that might be cool.
That'll be sweet.
I think Jordy or Yordy. I don't know exactly.
So Jordy.
Yordy.
Yordy.
I'm going with Yordy.
Yeah, I like that.
Says
Jordy.
I want to herp with Brian, Noah, Jay, and Bruce, y'all.
Well,
Where are we going?
yeah,
Where are we
come.
herping?
Where we hoping?
Yeah, I mean that's a big question. Where are we going?
You can herp at the
Africa?
Reptarium.
Going to Australia?
we
Just
were.
open cages and grab
herp at
animals.
Kensington
We were
Park?
herping. Me and Brian were herping the other day when we were feeding Cupcake. Actually,
Yeah, exactly. We did.
imagine we're on the
Yeah, we're at the Amazon.
in the Amazon River.
And then there's a
I'm
boa.
David Attenborough.
David Attenborough.
The jeweler guy Mike says, "Sure, some people die, but look at Keith Richards or Ozzy Osbourne. They're practically pickled from the drugs. There's got to be something to that, right? Ozzy's the one that. I mean, how is he still doing it? How is he still doing it?
I mean,
Well,
Shoot,
he had
we
some really
watched
bad.
we watched those shows.
I love that. Yeah,
Oh
he's,
my god!
He's
and
messed up.
They need subtitles.
Yeah, you can't
because you
understand them,
can't understand him speak. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Ozzy.
I do too.
Right.
I know. He always like tells Sharon, "Shut the fuck up."
Shut up. Yes. It's like the way
Stupid
that
bitch.
Jay,
Yeah,
that's the way Jay
exactly.
talks to Maria. That's how he talks to
I
Sean.
learned from
Bitch.
Ozzy. Hey, I've been listening to Ozzy since I was in a little baby swing, bro.
Yeah, so you're.
So that's how I learned.
But I do agree. I mean, I think that is maybe a great example, though, right? I mean, like, do you want to be Ozzy or Keith Richards? Probably not. You know,
He's lost when he wakes up.
It's amazing that they made it this long, and
Yeah,
And
but
most
where are
haven't.
they? Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
But like, okay, you say they made it this long, but are they really here?
well, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
they're probably a
the life
fraction
they're
of that.
living, right? You see the shape they're
Where
in.
am
It's
I?
not it's not good.
What's more interesting is like some of the guys from say Led Zeppelin, like Robert Plant or Jimmy Page. That Jimmy Page is still alive, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
I think he is. But when they do interviews, they're pretty together. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
have their shit together, and they did the same stuff that these other guys did. You know what I mean?
Maybe they
not
didn't
as-
do as much.
But remember,
yeah,
Jimmy
he's still
Page is
kicking.
still kicking. Yeah, he's
He
awesome.
doesn't look bad.
No,
He
he's
probably
in
got
good
that
shape.
plastic surgery holding him
looks-
back a
They
little
might have
bit.
stopped doing drugs
Wait a
sooner.
second. He looks who's the guy that does all the Vegas shit? He looks like
I mean, that's real vague.
like
Yes.
Yeah.
damn it.
Oh, you're talking
who
about?
does all the
I know what
You
you're
know
talking. Wayne Newton.
Yes, he looks like Wayne Newton in that picture,
Yeah, he does kind of
doesn't
look a
he?
little bit like Wayne Newton. Yeah. Well, Wayne Newton always dyes his hair, though. That's the difference. But if Wayne Newton,
Oh my God!
I see you.
Wow, you're right.
You're spot on.
Wow.
Damn, you guys have had good references.
They went to the same plastic surgery
Right.
for sure. They tightened the
Same
same
mask.
areas.
They put the
Yeah.
same plastic face on them.
can you make me look Oriental?
Yeah, please. I
Well,
just
pretty
want
much
a little
when you
bit
just
more.
keep going back, that's what's gonna happen.
You can only pull your eyes so far to the side.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. But
It's
it
like a
is
little
interesting.
sunblind.
It is interesting that those guys have lived. Can you imagine the stories those guys have, though? You know, if they can remember.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's the thing.
They
Because
remember
sometimes Ozzy. Well, I thought it was interesting when we were watching one of those shows. It was the paranormal show with the family, like the Osbournes or
What is
whatever it
called?
was.
I don't know.
Yeah, Osbournes don't believe or something like that, or want to believe. I think it's Osbournes want to believe. And in the one question was, who's had a more interesting life, Sharon or Ozzy? Like that should be hands
Yeah.
down who the fuck had a mortgage?
Yeah.
And Sharon's like, I think I have. I'm like,
They're like, shut the fuck up.
Like,
Well, you know what? I would
king
say
of
the same
darkness?
thing.
Yeah, you ain't the king.
I would
Dude.
say, you know what, Sharon, you go, girl, because I'd be the same.
One
way.
of the
you would.
biggest
You
fans
sure
of
would.
all time.
I'd like me, definitely.
Yeah, what are you talking about? All he does is clean steak shit.
This guy snorted ants in his piss off the floor of a
He was crushed.
Yeah, off the pool.
oh my god.
That's-
yeah. But I would like to hang out with that dude one day, man.
We should.
When they rail a few
Ozzy.
lines.
Rail.
But he goes, no.
He went through some health issues like last year. They thought
Yes,
that
I
he was
agree.
he was in the hospital for a long time, like
that.
months. You know, they thought he might not
I
live.
feel like
so
he probably went through a lot of health issues.
yeah, I wouldn't think that. You know, eventually it always catches up. You know what I mean? Eventually it catches up.
Wish it didn't, you know?
But it does.
Wish you were always just ahead a little bit.
Yeah,
Nope.
maybe. Yeah.
Life has a way.
Simple Man says, do you think Ivy and Aries will breed this year? And what are your hopes, expectations if they do?
You know, I don't have any real expectations at all. If they breed, great. If they don't, that's fine too. You know, every time I think I start to see, just today, as a matter of fact, Ivy and Aries kind of were, you know, looked like they were courting a little
Yep.
bit. But then, you know, I don't know if I'm just playing too much into it and just hope. But I'm not worried about it. You know, I really don't care either way. I mean, I care, but
It would just be,
it'd be
something
cool just
interesting.
because I love them both so much. But at the same time, do I really want to have 20 baby anacondas, you know,
No.
to
No.
think about? And, you know,
Not really.
No, we don't.
but it would
you
make
know,
a great vlog title.
it would
Yeah.
make a
Yeah.
great vlog
Oh,
title.
you know it
But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't have any you know, just whatever happens.
Yep.
I think that's the thing that's nice about our life now is that we don't have to have those aspirations of like
This
oh my
needs
god,
to happen,
you know,
yeah.
if we don't produce, we're gonna, you know, how are we gonna pay the bills or something like that. Now, if things breed, great. If they don't, that's fine too.
There you go. Danky, Pothead 420.
Oh, wow. You think that person smokes?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Throws you
Just a
a
dollar for
buck.
love. He's,
Thank you,
he's trying to throw
Pothead.
down on the L,
Thank
bro.
you.
If
Thanks,
heroin was
Danky.
legal, would you do it? Danky, pothead 420.
Probably not.
Yeah,
he seems
probably.
invested in the weed
exactly.
market.
Yeah, he's very invested.
He's not.
That's it for supers, baby.
Rubber rope.
All right, guys. Well, listen,
Metal
man.
spoon.
This has been a wild ride. I don't even know
Yeah,
what
it's
to
been a
say
fun
about
one,
it.
though.
It has
It
been
was a
fun
good
one.
one.
Yeah.
It's been adventurous. We learned a lot
Yeah,
about
we've been-
love and drugs.
drugs and
Sex, drugs, and rock and
we
roll,
didn't
baby.
talk enough about
You're right.
sex.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe.
Are you sure?
Well, we did the blowjob with her.
talked
Oh, yeah,
about-
yeah. We did
So, yeah,
enough.
We
So we
covered
covered
it.
sex
drugs,
check.
and rock and roll.
Check.
That's
We
the
did
title,
sex.
Jay. Change the title right now. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Oh my gosh, that's definitely.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. Links are in the description to our Checking and Clips channel. If you didn't catch the full episode or any of our episodes, clips posted daily.
Please.
What else did we do? I don't even know what else we do.
We hit that like button.
You hit the like button.
Share with a friend.
My dad
Share with
posts
friends.
daily. I post occasionally.
Yeah. You post good.
I've been trying to do a little bit better recently. Anyways, point is, subscribe to all of us, like all of us. I'm live on Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Write that down in your little agenda so you're ready.
Diary. Your diary.
And with that being
Diarrhea.
said, you've been checked in, and we are checking out.
out. Goodbye.
That is
Right, call me when you can.